Good evening. Yeah. It's what it is.
The 15th.
It's the 15th.
15.
It's Wednesday.
Wednesday, yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. It's an old Wednesday. It wasn't a rainy Wednesday, but I feel like it was a pretty hot day to put some shorts on. Today and tonight, y'all are in for a special treat. He been a call-in. He was. But now we got him live in studio. You might can't see him just yet, but he's here. Let me go ahead and turn these little lights on. Because guess what? Flashing lights. Hold on. Should I say David Ruffin?
You can sing whatever you want. Yes, sir. Ain't nobody came to see you, Otis.
Hold on. Otis. Hold on. Hold on. What movie that was from? What movie was that from? Temptation.
Come on, man.
No. I'm serious. Like I really did slip my mind just now. I'm serious. So out of the Temptation and the 5 Heartbeats, what's your favorite one? Like if you had to pick.
I like the 5 Heartbeats. I like the 5 Heartbeats. Y'all say y'all singing group. Why don't y'all sing something?
Yeah. Boy, that was like racing.
I think the 5 Heartbeats did have a little bit more feel to it. You know what I mean? But the Temptations, I don't know. That was
the Temptation movie seemed a little bit more like it was down to earth, like more gritty. The 5 Heartbeats kind of had that little Disney vibe to me. Like it
didn't feel like it was real.
It was too. I don't know.
Got nothing but love for you. Nothing but love. I love everybody. I love everybody. Honestly, I do. Homeless, black, white, Asian, khaki, whoever you are, I love you.
I might not like you a lot. People I don't like, but I can have love for you.
I have love for you.
First of all, hey, would you take your girl back if your girl got done like my man did that girl on the front stage? Take this jacket, girl. Hold it.
All depends.
Think about me.
All depends.
It depends on where we was at.
Yeah.
Before she took the jacket.
Pretty much.
She was really cold though.
I don't give a damn. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me. I'm gonna go into the shop. I don't care.
You don't
freeze.
Seriously?
If you ain't, if I ain't got a jacket, you ain't got a jacket. You ain't taking his jacket.
This cat. What is this cat talking about? More like. So you telling me you would have felt some type of way another man gave your girl a jacket?
Man, if she even thought she was cold when he offered her the jacket, that ain't no longer my girl.
For real, yeah, you right.
It's no longer mine.
Yeah,
no.
And she better hold. She was the one who drove. Yeah,
no. She better not even tell him no. Once he say you want this jacket, I'm gonna look at her. I ain't even look at her. I'm gonna look at her. Oh, baby, you cold?
Yeah, for real.
Teach me, so tell me. Do tell, young fella. You cold? Okay.
So you telling me you gonna feel some type of way just like that?
Oh, boom. Real straight in.
See, no, I hear you already saying lock him up.
Lock him up.
Mm-hmm. Boy, see.
Hey, because you got to think about it. I got in trouble for, my waitress came and I was like, thank you, sweetheart. And I could tell by her face, the steam was brewing. She couldn't wait till she walked away. You know, she was eager. I saw her leg jumping under the table. I guess I hit her with too many sweethearts.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't say nothing like babe or none of that. It was like sweetheart.
What is wrong with this cat?
How you address her?
That's babe. You know what I'm saying? Or I give her a little pet name. You know what I'm saying?
I guarantee you.
But I ain't calling her. The only thing I'm calling her is babe.
But you gotta think about it, boy. If your girl, some girls get upset, bro, when you be calling little girls like babe, boo,
I ain't gonna call her
sweetheart. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, like, seriously.
No, I don't call nobody else that. I can't see it.
So, David.
I call mine babe. I don't do the babe thing because she called me babe. And like when I say babe, it don't sound right. Like babe, I like to put the babe.
You gotta put the B. You gotta put the B.
You get babe.
Babe.
It all depends on babe. No, I ain't want to say I want to be different from everybody else. Yeah. Nobody else saying babe.
Yeah, but see, and I think it don't really. It comes with like different levels because we gonna go ahead and point it out. See, when you look at the aspects of man, right? You got, and I talked about this one time before. You got dating, and then you got relationships.
Yes, sir.
You see what I'm saying? And when you dating, is different from relationships. Relationships, you about to get married. It's just you working out the little kinks.
Whoa! What you mean you about to get married? Cause you in a relationship?
Yeah, if you in a full-fledged relationship, y'all locked in. The next step is marriage. Now we dating, we trying to figure out if we're in a relationship.
So how long dating is? Like, let's say you meet a girl, like it's 30 days, 45 days, 50 days. Like how long the dating period is supposed to be? Because some people might say, you know, you dating the whole time until y'all officially say y'all something. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Law marriage, so it's like you could date.
No. Common law marriage is dead.
I mean, by law, they don't recognize it no more.
They don't recognize it no more. Like,
But it's still there.
I mean,
if we go together for 3 years, we practically married.
No. It's legally, y'all just been shacking and living together the whole time. That's it.
What do you think? What do you say?
No, if you've been living together for 3 years, what I'm saying is living together 3 years, no matter what, legally, it's nothing.
It really ain't.
It ain't nothing there.
Like,
it's nothing.
All I can say is
The police gonna come, and what they gonna say is y'all married or what?
one of y'all gotta leave.
One of y'all gotta leave.
They ain't gonna make it leave now. Like, if they stay there, I thought it was 30 days, but if it's 24 hours, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you, and I know this personally.
So you say, hold on, you say
Speaking from experience.
Yeah,
hold on,
I ain't telling nothing.
Hey, Reese,
They told me.
Reese, I gotta take my shades off on. I gotta take my shades off. Reese, is you talking from experience?
Yeah, spirit. 24 hours.
24 hours.
If you
What?
invite them to your house and they stay more than 24 hours, you can't just kick them out.
That's it.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Nah, man, yo, anybody in the comments, I need y'all to verify that. But I thought it was supposed to be if they got some mail to that residence.
I thought it was 30 days.
No, I thought it was like a mail letter.
The whole domestic
'Cause you gotta
law and all
prove that, right?
The CDV and all that, it done changed. So much done changed.
They must
You
have
know
just
what I'm
rewrote that in 2025.
Well, a lot of it, they go in place either the end of 2024, beginning of 2025.
Yeah,
They done rewrote a lot. So you just can't
I don't know.
invite people to your house now.
I don't even like company over.
Yeah, don't just invite people over.
I'm
Man.
done.
You just gonna get them to leave.
So you telling me you have your homeboy and he literally stay at your house for 24 hours. You got to go through a whole eviction process to evict this person.
I mean, if he wanted to push it there, all he got to do is tell him. All he got to do is tell them when he come, they got property. I got some property in there. I need to retrieve my property. And they gonna say, well, you got to take it. You got to take it to magistrate court.
Over 24 hours? Mm-hmm. Reese, that don't make no sense. Why would you have to evict somebody if they've been in your residence for 24 hours? That don't even make no
your
sense.
house if you gonna make me leave. My choice.
Just meet me at the head of the road, bro.
Hey, yo,
It should be my choice.
you got me nervous.
You invite me over and I get comfortable. Now you want me to up and leave.
Because
I don't think that's fair.
how is that not fair?
Yeah.
Well, David,
I'm not saying me personally.
I'm not saying
the
you.
law has changed.
But the law is on some begazel. I don't want to call it nothing else. Some begazel. Yo, y'all just tuning in, man. We got a special guest tonight. We got the one, the only. I've been calling him David Ruffin, but could you introduce yourself? Because some people might not know who you is, and you know what, and who
Yes,
what you got going on.
For those who don't know me, and David Vernon, Emmanuel Kelly on Facebook. Most know me as Skip. I'm originally from Walterboro, South Carolina. My birthday next week, so y'all hit me with a shout out next week, Friday. Mm-hmm. Yes, and I'm happy to be here, man. I couldn't be no proud, no more happier. Dang, I'm getting nervous. I don't know why, but
I know we live, but I know
you good. But
no, man, yo.
I want to thank the Lord above, man, because without Him, it wouldn't be possible, bro. Yeah. Honestly, it wouldn't be possible.
Most definitely.
Great things to the Most High.
I'm curious. You started doing skits.
I started when I first signed on to Facebook, because at first I didn't believe in Facebook. What the world is Facebook? Until I actually got on there. And it was like, let me do something to basically put a smile on somebody's face. My goal is to actually if I could make 5 people laugh or happy or change their mood and tone, I accomplished something in that day. Yeah. So it's like, and then sometimes I do my skits, my comedy, so Well, sometimes I do my skits in my comedy because sometimes I have bad days, and it's like I feed off y'all. I feed off y'all feedback, y'all engagement, and everything, and I love it. And it's like sometimes I have my ups, sometimes I have my downs, and my ups are more than my downs, so I don't have anything to complain about. And then like, I got people walking up to me in Charleston, North Charleston, and I'm not even out there like that. It's just, they just see me, and then it's like, people see me in public. I got people at the gas station right now where I work at overnight. They just vibe off me due to my energy, my spirit. And it is lovely. I just love it. I just love it.
Oh no! Yo, I like what I'm hearing because I've been curious. Like I've been curious what made you start doing skits or that type of comedy. Or what do you? A matter of fact, I don't want to call it comedy because technically, you know, as an artist, what do you consider what you do as?
My personality. That's just me in general.
It's a form of comedy.
It's a form, but it's like it's just me. Honestly, it's just I want everybody else to see it. I want everybody to see me. It's just me all day long.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, me basically I was like this growing up, like since Comic View, Lavelle Crawford, Bernie Mac, Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence,
talking some good
Dave
stuff.
Chappelle, and some more. Dang, all of them growing up, dang, even the underground comedians. I used to sit up late night just watching it. And I say, I want to be on stage. I just want to just make everybody happy, smile. I used to do skits. This was way before camera phones. I just act like, react to movies and stuff like that. We ain't really had cable, so at the end of the day, you had to dang either rewind it or start it all over and just learn the movie. Well, basically react the movie, mimic it, and everything. And the crazy part about it, all 5 of my kids got my same personality.
That's how it be.
So it's like, it's never a dull moment. I look at, matter of fact, my son Mari, he normally be the one that normally with me. And it's like, dang, I see why people look at me and say, I get on your nerve. You get on my nerves. He just pinched every nerve. It's like he just does something to me, but I know it's out of love, out of just.
Yeah, I realize I gotta want some change right now. And I was talking to my partner the other day, and I was telling him like, I think I actually took what women do with these kids by themselves for granted. Cause that boy, listen. I see why people say they want to be a boy mom. I pray for y'all. I feel sympathetic now.
I watch my mom. I have a soft spot for single mothers. Yeah. I watched my mother take care of 3 kids. No offense, Pops, if you watching. My mom used to take care of us off of 123 child support between 3 kids. Dang. Whoa. I watched my mama used to work 3 jobs. She never complained. So it's like some of the mothers that complain, I'm like, dang, I watched my mama do it. Why y'all can't do it?
Why you can't do it?
And it's like, I done it. I used to be, I cook, I clean, wash clothes. I do it all. So at the end of the day, when my kids come over, I get in daddy mode because I got that responsibility to where, dang, my kids here, so I can let me whip them up something if I want to, or if they want me to. But nah, I ain't really got to do it because my kids.
And really, it's like it's our responsibility for real, because we losing those ways. You know what I'm saying? Like our generation, like if you taking over from the 99 and the 2000s, then this you making these new kids, the next generation that's gonna raise the next generation to raise the next generation. You know what I'm saying? So it's really like us, because everybody gone, Big Mama gone, everybody gone. Like ain't nobody bringing the family together no more.
Ain't nobody bringing together.
It used to be 12 of us at grandma's house.
Exactly. Walking, stepping over each other's foot in your mouth.
Oh, because you pee on me.
For real. Sleep that cousin because you already know you're gonna pee up. Like the good dude off of Home Alone. I want to sleep next to you. Man.
Nobody sleeping next to him.
For real.
But it's like, a lot of times it's like you're losing the way. So, it's real commendable when you see especially black men, young, under the age, 42. I don't say 40. I'm gonna get Sean.
Some people might Some people might nah. When you saying 40, hey yo, these YNs talking about on. Everything is on now.
Yeah, you on now, cuz.
You on.
I ain't care.
Yeah.
You want me on.
Big on.
Hey, listen. Hey, on is a pass. I'm gonna let y'all know. Y'all getting offended for being on. Hey, listen. If they call you on at the gas station, just know you can get your gas.
What's up?
What's going on, mama?
They told me all the time.
They giving you the pass. You know what I'm saying? If they ain't calling you on, they might be looking at you sideways. You know?
Yeah.
So you better be on when you pull up.
Yes, sir, because they're showing you respect. You're gonna say yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. But it's like calling me on, calling me old. That's a blessing.
That's a blessing.
My granddaddy looked at me one day and look at I wasn't never in the street. I ain't never did no major stuff but fighting, getting in trouble and stuff like that. Then it's basically a blessing. I'll be 39 next week, bro.
Whoa.
I'll be 39 next week.
30. Do you feel old? How you feel?
I feel 18.
What?
I feel young. I still can move around. If I could get out there right now and run full speed, which I know is going to take some work up and build up, I could do that. I could do it. I honestly, I won't put nothing on somebody. Well, I won't put nothing on you that I won't be able to do. So at the end of the day, like when matter of fact, I was the manager at Vernon Center for a year and a half. Nobody knew this. I don't tell my business because at the end of the day, it's not for everybody to know.
Yeah.
With my co-workers, I never call them employees. I never wanted them to call me boss or anything. My co-workers, I go out on the floor. I do my calls, do the paperwork, go out on the floor, moving washing machine, refrigerator. I'm going on the third floor with a couch, bro. Third floor manhandle.
You got a whole couch. Walking with it. A love seat.
Love seat, sofa, recliner. Hey, listen, my back don't hurt.
Reese, don't get
it.
You can see it.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
I'm not saying you. Come on, David.
It was a certain. You got to think. It's a certain generation that was trying to put and keep in order from the last. Because I can contest to that because, by me being a Daniels, it was like I heard about all the greats. I heard about what them boys was doing. So by me having to carry that name, I know I'm like, I can't be out here. I can't be no weak duck. You know what I mean?
I'm carrying my granddaddy, man.
Yeah, I can't. I'm country grandson. I can't be out here. Hey, Papa ain't going to be proud of me if I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? So you talking about you need help toting the washing machine. I can hear him now.
And the crazy part about it, I do it. I love to do it when I go to an older elder lady house. It's like,
you got to show off. Yeah. Hey, she make you feel good.
Stop it, man.
I was murder. Yeah. I'm taking sweet tea. Yeah.
Miss Murder.
She, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I got one name is Pearl down there.
I was gonna say, sorry, Miss Parker.
Miss Pearl. She's the first. She love to hug you.
Oh, she a hug.
She a hug and she got the broad.
She hug with both hands. She pull you in.
She a moan when she hugs you. See where the broads that got look like little cones that stick out and they poke you in your chest and so what hurt a little bit. Just old for Dollar General. Yeah, the real with the whole of that thing. Ain't got the little wire under it or anything. All you see is the little thing sticking out. But
straight cones.
For real. She tell me straight up top. Listen, as long as that fire lit down there, I'ma use them. I say, I want to say, Miss Pearl, you so hot.
Miss Pearl said, as long as so Miss Pearl trying to say you can get it.
Probably so, but she lucky I had a woman. She lucky I had a woman. I got a woman. I got a woman. I love you, babe.
He love you. He told me that before he said it. He told me. He was like, I love him, babe.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah, Miss Pearl, you got to be watch out now, cause this is a taken man now. Now she said you come hugging you with them little cones.
The cones.
Yeah, you just took me out with that one.
That's real old school.
And she wear the body oil. And it's
that's
real body.
Yeah.
I think it was the white diamond.
Yeah, white diamond. She must.
Yeah, you got it. I think she had one of them too.
Yeah.
It just stay on you.
She had just must on Tuesday.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Oh my God.
Listen, I'm telling you, I know them always be getting French with you now.
Nah. Y'all got me speechless right now. Talking about. I mean, they the Cougars, right? That's called cougars, right?
Cougars.
Yeah, that's-
Now the old ones, saber tooth. Yeah.
What?
Saber tooth tigers.
So what age is a saber-tooth tiger?
Shit.
Oh, that's up there. That's great
up
grandma. That's great grandma.
Y'all ain't see that grandma on Facebook dancing in the.
I seen it. Seen it.
Boy.
Yeah.
But grandmamas don't look like grandmamas no.
Nah.
Grandmama. So is grandmama's younger, or what you think it is the reason why? Because grandmama is wearing what grandbaby is wearing.
No, yeah, because grandma younger.
So if grandmama younger, that means grandma still say she got it.
Yeah,
Grandma still got it.
Grandma still out there.
Grandma ain't looking for the past.
And listen, hey, look, I can't knock it, but like generations have changed. See, back in the days, grandma, like we knew grandma was grandma.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they wore the moo-moos. They bought the moo-moos back because grandma got that cake.
Nah, these girls.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so they bought the moo-moos.
Hold on. You say the moo is back in style because grandmama is caked up.
Yeah, it's same grandma, but it's just different time.
Well,
She's still a grandma.
but what's so different now? Because she caked up.
Because she had hers at 16, grandma was a little bit older. Right?
Ah.
You know what I mean? So now she a grandma at, you know what I'm saying, in her 30s, going
Early
to her 40s.
Early 40s. Ain't even touched 50
Yeah, she
yet.
ain't ready to be grandma
Yeah,
yet.
she still got it.
She still got a little bit more tire now, you know what I mean? La more fire, tire.
Pilot still lit.
Yeah, policy still lit. You know what I'm saying?
You might have to prime them down a little bit.
I ain't keeping
Watch
that.
how you-
I ain't keeping no kid.
No. Grandmama walking kids
you know what I'm
now.
saying? Like I come from that generation. My
Yeah,
mom used to
man.
always tell me, I ain't keeping no kids. I ain't keeping no kids. And she always be watching, so she go talk trash. But you know, every time it come through, I know I got my mama. You
Yes,
know what I'm
sir.
saying? No matter what she tell me, because they out, I'm bringing them through. Like you know what I'm saying? Like so grandma's gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? But as you get further and further down the line, it's like grandma still they still out there in the club. They still out there partying.
Come on now, grandmama. The new grandmama can't be in the club right now. Now you stretching that.
Hey,
now.
the new grandma 36, right?
So grandmama 36.
Grandma, you be 36 is grandma. And somebody in the comments gonna do the math, but when you do the math, it's gonna line up. It's gonna add up. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, right,
New
yes,
grandma
right.
could be 36, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you marginalize things, that's putting you at about 44. I want to say, we can say about 44. Because the average grandma is, senior citizen age, after retirement pension, 55 or higher,
Yes, sir.
68.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
Like
Yes,
your
sir.
grandma old. Your grandma been old your whole life.
Yes, sir.
You see what I'm saying? You ain't never see your grandma turning up and partying like that. And if she did, you turned up with her. Go, grandma. You go out there, you get out there, you jig and you dance with her. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't even going. I like your hoodie, cuz. Please don't try to take it off. Don't try to take it off.
Don't take it. What? Don't take it off. Oh wow. He said don't try to take it off.
That's a fit me loosely. Yes.
I mean, y'all. Never mind. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say. I'm just saying like it fits. It fits.
No.
like it's. I ain't gonna say it's painted on, but they like what are they talking about?
How they say you put that on?
You put.
Hey, I ain't got nothing to do with it.
I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing.
Still a fan.
Hey, we just here tonight to cut up, man.
Yeah, we cutting up, man. Don't forget y'all. The phone lines is open.
Anybody
If y'all want to get in and tap in, tune in, you know what I'm saying? Hey yo, and bring your own in, we could do that tonight. But we do have a question I want to ponder with everyone tonight. And the question I feel like is a simple question, but it could probably be, pretty big question. And this is an open discussion, you know what I'm saying? We got David in the house tonight. And I'm gonna keep saying David Ruffin. I don't know why I want to keep saying David Ruffin. Like every time I say David, I want to say Ruffin at the end.
Yes,
it's like
sir.
so I apologize.
Oh no, you good? I get David Ruffin, David Banner.
Now hold on, I ain't thought about David Banner.
But listen, look, I got the Hulk on me. Yeah, I feel like him.
Bro, what the world? Don't transform, bro.
Oh no, I ain't.
Cause it's nothing but sheetrock.
Oh no, I ain't. ain't.
Hey, y'all couldn't see what we saw in the studio, but that's a little Hulk. Is the little miniature version. The pocket size Hulk. Wasn't the big green angry Hulk.
Hold up, what I get at? Hey, Bell, you see that on bag up there? You might no, stand up. Yeah, you see that little? Yeah, give me that. Yeah, because I don't have nothing. Hold on. Dun. Shit, matter of fact, go ahead and read that question for me, Reese, real quick.
Where we at with it?
The question.
We gonna go to the question here. I get it. Where's that?
At the top in the caption. You might have to hit more.
Shit. You got me looking slow man now.
I didn't say nothing, man.
Oh, hold on, I got it. Yeah. My bad.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, we gonna go with this question. My bad. Hey, yo, like I say, it's live, y'all. So this. This live. This ain't no pre-recorded now. This is it's happening in real time. I got David Ruffin in the building. Got Country Boy Reese, and also we got
Brother
Bell should have a mic now. You go.
I'm in the cut with it. What's going on with y'all tonight, people?
Well, just make sure you know what I'm saying to help us out. You're gonna have to hold it. You know what I'm saying? You can't do like this and start going ham.
Yeah,
unless you want to put on that stand there.
No, I'm good with it like this. You feel me? Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Because I don't want you to get carried away now. Because you might get excited with your what is that North face?
North face.
Is it on the what side of the body that's on the south? Left.
Side.
So it's not on the north side. It's on the north. It's on the what? So what's?
I don't know what compass you're using.
I'm saying what side is the north? The north.
It depends on where you are,
the police is. It's because I don't know.
It's North Face. It's a very popular brand, but it is what it is. What's going on with y'all folks tonight? Glad to be here with my cuz and my brothers tonight.
Hey, but hold on, I'm trying to figure out. You don't know what North Face is?
I know who Two-Face is.
I don't know who Two-Face is.
Man, Batman
Batman is Two Faces.
Batman, come on, bro.
Where
Two-Face.
Harvey did turn me flip the coin. Two Face at the back.
You telling me you don't know nothing about no Batman?
I mean, I ain't watch everything.
This cat telling me he don't know who Two-Face is, bro. I don't know, but we gotta take
me on that one.
You gotta revoke your card, bro.
Nah, I don't think over that.
No, I'm just saying. It's like you have to, bro.
I ain't had cable.
You have to know who that is.
Not everybody was fortunate.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean,
on the antenna TV.
So Bell, no.
Who say we had an antenna?
PBS, Fox, CBS, NBC.
You ain't never had to make
it wasn't coming on that.
antenna.
Nah, son.
When you stick the antenna in the back of the little cable hole for the the wire is supposed to go.
No,
yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But when you gotta make that paperclip wire and hold your hand up while you get the signal right, hold it right there. That's it. How long the static goes?
I remember you talking about the hood antennas that do in the back of the house. You got to turn
The one that had like the
and you run it off or something.
No, it's called a bunny ear.
Oh, you talking about you had the TV with that take the red and the yellow and the black thing in the back.
Take a paper clip and you stick it in where the cable wire goes.
Nah, Bill, I don't want to go with that route, man.
you had that rigged up right there.
Like, bro, this cat talking about you took a
We ain't had paper.
Yeah, I'm about to take you. He got staplers and hole punches and shit at the house. Pencil sharpeners.
I gotta come to see you, Otis, over there with the gold
knife.
Otis.
Right. We got David Ruffin, we got Otis, and we got Tito Jackson in the middle.
Tito, why I gotta be Tito? Why I gotta be Tito though?
Because you the one who played the background of the uncle.
Man, I wish I was a little bit more light skinned so I could have been the 9 to 5 guy. Yeah. I'm hanging people off the bridge. I'm hanging.
You talking about Big Red?
9 to 5. What's my offer?
You more like Flash. You wouldn't be Big Red.
Oh no, Flash got played.
You be more like Flash.
Oh, Flash got
You wanna
played.
steal my spot?
No. How does it? You want to steal my? No, man. Nah.
I ain't gonna lie. Read JT.
No, Reese's.
Reese's JT. I would be Duck. I'd be the songwriter. The one.
Why would you? Why would you? Yeah, I can see that.
Because I like writing music. I would be
Light skin.
Yeah, but they're making the band. Yeah,
He making the band.
Dylan. Spit straight hot fire.
Hold on.
Yes, sir.
Hold on, I'm lost. Man, let me get to this question because hey, yo, if y'all
Still ain't heard the question.
we didn't even read the question. If y'all just tuning in, man, welcome to the Vernon Gilbert Show. And tonight, man, we got David in the building. And you know, we first opened up with him talking about the reason why he started doing the skits and the reason why he kept going with it. But we got a question tonight, and the question is this: can you be broke and happy at the same time?
Yes.
Explain how you could be broke and happy at the same time.
Because you remember, we come from the same family kind of.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we grew up with making fun times out of nothing.
Yeah.
Fist fighting, all that. We could get together.
It was fun.
Yeah. Boy, listen, we used to be fighting our girl cousins. We were fighting everybody.
Big sis.
It was like, no, we had fun doing nothing. But I would say like this: our childhood growing up was we didn't have the most of everything, but we had the best memories. I feel like you see me. So we were broke as kids. We were broke and happy then. We didn't think about cell phones. We didn't think about technology. So in our era of growing up, unlike these kids now, they have technology being their miserable because they're so bored fast. You see what I'm saying? We were broke and we were happy as kids. We didn't have cell phones. We didn't have TVs. You was outside fighting, playing with your cousins, playing tag, freeze, hide and go get it with the girls. You know what I'm saying? When you in the neighborhood park with them.
Hide and go get it. I thought it was hide and go see.
No.
What game y'all playing? Because I don't remember playing this at where I was playing at.
I don't know where you was playing at.
I don't know
where you was playing at.
I don't remember. Like who? If any of y'all in the comments ever heard of hide and go get it, and I would love to hear what is the rules?
I'll put it to you like this.
Like what's the rules? Like how do you?
The rule was never gets caught by the ugly chick. Because then everybody gonna look at you. Everybody gonna look at you after you get caught.
Because you're going to go through with it. We know that young age I was being a man.
And don't let the OGs find out you got caught by the ugly girl. Boy, they gonna rag you.
You don't want to get caught.
Oh no, that was the rule.
No, I need to know. I need to know what these rules is for hide and go get it because right now, because I'm a little lost because I
never played it. I was an innocent child. Yeah, I was an innocent child. I didn't get in trouble.
So basically, you tell her hide.
Hey, go buy the car. I'm gonna come over there and buy the car.
So why hold on. So what?
Hey, Bill's not getting caught on purpose.
I'm not trying to sound slow with this. Why would you tell the person you know where they at? Like what's up the people?
Because you want to get caught.
By them. This sound like it's.
He brought it up. So you got to do all that.
Okay, so like,
but I mean, come on, boy. Like,
so you mean to tell me you didn't play? You know,
no. I play hide and go see. That's what I.
See, and that's what it is. And you know that's what it is, Jay. I'm applauding because you was an innocent child.
I'm telling you,
the regular child life, and this young man was over here being molested at 6. You know what I'm talking about? You talking about you said you was getting caught by the ugly girl and then.
No, I wasn't. See, that's what you
tripping up
I ain't never known.
Oh, you got me.
What was the girls from that? I was not with the girls. You was not catching me.
So what did y'all call the ugly girls back in the day then?
Oh, they always ugly back in the days.
Booger woogers.
Yeah, even the ones I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you something right now. Even the finest ones that you see today.
What?
A lot of them started out ugly.
There was some duckings.
Yeah, they had to come across that hump. I remember a lot of them.
They grew and they looked.
Yeah, you had to grow into how they say about the boys. You got he'll grow in his head. He'll grow in his ears.
It was a girl who had to grow into her.
They got to grow until they look. It's not until they hit puberty, and they.
How did we? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What happened? There.
It was a girl I went to high school. She had to grow into her face.
A what?
She had to grow into her face.
How do you grow
So you
Bell, stop. That don't even make no.
dude, I'm
gonna pay $5 tonight. It don't make no damn sense.
It do.
How do a person grows into their face?
okay, you
Like
remember,
that don't even make sense, bro.
remember Mulan? I ain't about to say no names. It's a real person. Remember Mulan?
The movie?
Yeah.
I mean, that was a good
And you
Disney
remember how
movie.
she had the Chinese assistants that would help her, and it was that one that had that wide face, but like a.
I mean,
You know
yeah.
what I'm talking about? Mulan, the little Chinese women.
I ain't watch Mulan.
Man, listen.
I'm over
I grew up on Disney. So long story short, she had like you.
Yeah, we started
everybody
watching
seen the mask.
George of the Jungle.
Oh yeah, the mask most
So you
definitely.
remember how the mask had that wide?
Yeah.
That's how her face looked. But as she got older, her face started working with her body. Like her face,
So her
started
face
becoming
grew
more
up.
circular. It wasn't so feline and strong jaw.
She had a strong face.
She had a strong jaw.
Like
That
just
thing-
biting down on her teeth all day.
Like her. Yo, girls that got strong faces, I'm scared of y'all in 2025. Especially if you look like Mulan. I'm sorry, or the mask face with that straw
That
jawbone.
raw jawbone.
Like you've been biting down.
Your jawbone look like mine. We got some problems. We really do. I'm gonna question
I might have to check underneath the neck.
for real.
I might have to check.
Depending on where you at, yes. But we are not talking bad about nobody. I want nobody to think
Gotta
that.
focus on the question.
The question was, can you be broke and happy?
Mm-hmm.
Now you said yes, and then you went in the hide and go get it.
Okay, so
Yeah, I don't know.
So yeah.
all
So
jokes aside,
how do we?
He not happy.
stop. All jokes aside, I've been broke and happy, like providing for the children I've had in my life when I've been dating women. Certain points.
You got kids?
Listen to what I said. I have been broke and happy.
Let him talk.
Being a man taking care of the households I was a part of with those women, you feel me? Making sure the kids were straight, making sure we had food and the things, bills were taken care of. As long as the house was straight, I was broke and happy.
Facts.
Like I'm giving her the check to pay the bills. She bringing me my little ganja and my little bill. That made me happy. I didn't need much to be happy because the kids were straight, she's straight. I was broke and happy. But I was black people broke. Well, I still had a couple dollars, and I knew how to make it stretch. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like you can be broke and happy, but then sometimes people like to think if they don't have enough money, they would rather be rich and miserable.
So basically saying during that time period you had love in your life.
Yeah.
And that was what gave you more happiness.
Of course.
And it kind of, I guess, took away from the financial situation.
Yeah, because like if your bills are paid and your kids are straight and your girl good, you're not worried about nothing else in this world. You can care less. I promise you. If that is all good and you got only probably a few hundred to your name, yeah, you broke. But you're not broke. No, but I'm saying like you're not broke, but
This
you're
cat,
See, are you defining something?
hold on. I'm about to get him. I want to get him. Because
There's two different brokes.
you said a few hundred.
No, it's only one
So
broke.
you mean under 5 or over 5?
I'm under 5. Like you got 2.
Now read.
That is broke.
Under 5. That is broke.
That's broke.
Like you.
Nah, if I got under $500, I'm all right.
No,
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm all right.
no.
Y'all just say your bills is paid, and my bills paid, my kids good, and I still got $500 in my pocket. I'm all right. Oh,
You still broke. If you got only 500, and I'm talking about a total amount of $500 totally,
I can work.
500 and less,
And
you
everything
are
good.
broke. David, help me out.
Yeah, you broke. You broke, but you just got the. Okay, so I can.
Yeah.
I can
It's like
explain it from my way.
seriously.
Yeah, I'm away.
Okay, if I have less than 500, yes, I'm still considered broke because it's not that amount that I'm actually trying to build or that goal that I'm trying to set for myself. But if I have a little under 500, I could go inside. If we're lacking something inside that house, I could take from that couple of hundreds and walk inside the store and grab that. You don't have to worry about anything. I don't have to worry about getting on the phone. Yo, can I borrow such and such? Yo, I don't have to borrow from nobody. I got my little. Well, shoot, I got something I'm sitting on now. I call myself broke all day long. And like Bell say, as long as my light bill paid, got a roof over my head, my kids happy, I'm healthy, my girl, she's not coming at me complaining about this, that, and the third. oh, I'm good. I don't even have to go nowhere half the time. I'm a popular loner. I can sit home all day, and half the time my feet hurt. I'm always on my feet all day long. I don't want to, and then I deal with the public all day long. I'm not saying I'm not a people person, but it's like sometimes it's like just that alone time to myself make me the way I feel as if I'm rich. So it's like my broke ain't your broke, your broke ain't my broke. So it's like all people have a certain way of looking at it from different angles. Because like you say, you can have the most money in the world and still miserable. Yeah. Because you always got, like I said, you got somebody either leaning on you for that crutch. Because you always got somebody, hey, I need a couple of, or can you, or. But then when you get down to your last,
don't do it, David. You God
to make something happen out of nothing.
First of all, David dropping them jewels right now, but people like to take advantage of you when they feel like you got it, and they don't understand how you got it and how you keeping it. You might got it, but you really been holding, like you wasn't spending, you wasn't splurging. You was doing everything you needed to do to hold on to that. But they look at it like, oh, you really rich. No, I just had, like I told somebody earlier today, I said the problem with today is we all make money, but a lot of people don't think about budgeting. And budgeting, I don't always mean about budgeting for a trip. I'm talking about budgeting your whole finance, your whole life, your whole lifestyle. Your every day has to have a budget.
I don't even have it budget yet.
Like I'm saying, like I think about budgeting. Like I think about that 24/7. My whole life is revolving around budgeting. Right now, everything. Because right now, I don't care if you're making $100 a day, $50 a day, $20 a day, whatever you're making a day, you have to figure out how you're going to use that to get to the next day. Not taking $20 and splurging it because that's all you got. Because if you're spending everything you're making per day to the next day, you're gonna be forever broke. Forever broke. And I know this ain't got nothing to do with the question, but most definitely budgeting over making money. We should talk about budgeting first before we talk about making it money. Because if you can't budget, you will never have no money.
And see, a lot of times though, it's like, and like you said earlier when you spoke on, it all defines on what you define broke. I honestly think it's safe to say that we can all agree that if I got $0, that means I have nothing. That means I'm broke, right? Hit me out now. Yeah, hit me out. And then if I have, let's say, $500, $500 to some people, because what Bell said earlier, I remember a time when like I had nothing, right? I had completely nothing. I didn't know how I was going to get through tomorrow, get through the day, to even begin tomorrow, right? So it's like, okay, now you change things, and I may cry broke, right? A person can cry broke all day, but you're never really broke, and that's the reason why you still have the ability to be happy, is because you know you're not broke. Like you said earlier, with the budget, you've learned to create that safety net. I believe in a budget within a budget. If I get paid and I know my check is XYZ, and I know that my bills is going to be this much, I'm going to go throw this much here into my checkings account because that's what I want to save. But then I'm going to go and I'm going to put $30 into my savings account because I need to save. And see, that's where a lot of people don't know. So you're broke because even if you got money, a person get paid $1,500 a day and can be broke by the night, right? And it's all because, like how you said, they don't know how to budget. They don't know how to budget.
You see what I'm saying? They done spend every dollar before they got it.
But when it comes down to being broke is when you have nothing. We can't push the goalpost and define it on what you want to use it as. We got to go to the origin of things sometimes, and that's what. One second.
You can't say being broke is nothing.
Yes,
because being broke can be it is a form of I think it's a what your mental state is. Because think about it like this: when you start feeling that, your mind will start saying, you know what, I feel a little broke because right now I don't have everything or the amount that I'm supposed to have. Like even with your job, you can be making a certain dollar amount an hour, but you might not be working the same hours. So now you start to feel a little broke because you got the amount of money per hour, but you don't have that amount no more.
You know, a lot of times people are rich in spirit, right? They're rich in spirit because of the belief of as long as you got a dream, as long as you got a vision, as long as you got this, as long as you got that, then you're rich, this, that, and third. So a lot of times people can be so rich in spirit that they stay broke their entire lives off of that type of mentality, not understanding what broke is. Because if I have anything to my name, like, and you got to bring into the physical aspect of it, because if I have $0 to my name and I have no way to make nothing happen, yes, I'm broke. But if I have $500 to my name,
yes,
I am not broke, because I can take this $500. I can go and get a job. I have gas money to get the way I need to go at. I have that little extra change in case you got to do this and that. I'm not broke yet.
So, but you're speaking financially. So I'm gonna ask you this. I have an opposing question.
Go ahead.
Would you rather be financially wealthy, or would you rather be spiritually and mentally and emotionally rich?
I'm not gonna lie. I would rather take finances, because see, the reason why it's hard.
No. What I'm saying is, you have all the money, but you have none of the morals, none of the character, none of the stability, none of the standards, none of the respect. You broke.
But how can I only get one thing, but you're taking away everything else off of your equation? You're taking away money. Doesn't take away all of that.
You didn't listen to what I said.
I am.
I said, would you
Enough
rather
money could.
spiritually and mentally rich and emotionally rich, or would you rather be financially wealthy? Meaning, would you rather have all the money that you ain't never got to worry about money no more, and not have the ethics and the standards you have, right?
So you want him to be rich and like a snotty kid?
Because, no, what I'm saying.
Like snotty?
You can be rich financially and be broke emotionally, be broke spiritually, be broke.
I get what you're saying. Like I could have all the monies, right? And I could be a Mr. Screw. I could be a snob, right? Like how I could be a snob, right?
Nothing was wrong with Mr. Screw.
Yeah.
Mr. Screw was rich and people started bothering.
No, but
people was bothering him.
Begging, right? He didn't want to give his money out, right? But just for the sake of what you
told his own nephew he couldn't give him away for his son's surgery.
Well, first of all, I got a question for you.
Christmas Day, he made this man.
Jay-Z said Jay-Z told his own family member, I'm not giving you no $1,500.
He got tired of giving the same family member $1,500,
$200,000, but because the way I had to get it, you had to go get it.
But
No. What I'm saying is it wrong for a person that got it to say, hey, you need to go work for it?
But here's the thing. With all of that richness mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, I can still go take same $500.
There's a big misconception that money is just magically what changes the people. No, that's not. The people just wasn't prepared for the money. They wasn't capable for it, bro. Like, I've seen people get money and have good intentions and do good with it. Just because I want riches, just because I want to be just because I say I want to be financially stable to where I can take care of myself, my immediate family, and not have to worry about nothing. So if I decide to go and sleep for 7 days straight, I can do that by choice.
Yes, sir.
I can't do that. The average man can't do that, because we know that these bills got to get paid, these churn got to get taken care of, and these things got to happen. So financially, we got to stop acting like the dollar bill is just a piece of paper, and stop acting like it ain't has the same value as our birth certificate and our social security card, because that's what runs the world. Without it, you're nothing. If you don't have neither one of those, who are you?
You could be a homeless man on the street.
Who are you?
I mean, people. So, a question.
I mean, I done been in rooms with millionaires that had all the money in the world, and I done been in rooms with the poorest people in the world,
and they got the richest spirit.
That spirit.
Yeah,
because I'm asking like this. I'm asking you a question.
Your spirit can be richer than mine.
Mm-hmm.
You might have a better place in heaven than I do, and I'm not the judge of that.
Right.
But here on this earth right here, you are beneath me, and I need you to go get my car valet.
No.
So what I'm saying. So what? Well, hold on. I got a question. So
it's because
people say money. So people try to say money don't rule the world, right? But how come it takes money to make things happen?
It takes money because the people who are in control of this realm told us it did.
You talking about like Mortal Kombat realm?
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying realm. I
Like-
mean the realm, the 3D dimensional realm we're in now.
Okay.
They
On the
told us-
spiritual, physical.
Yes, they
mental
told
aspect.
us. But remember, what were they doing before they came up with paper?
But
They were
gold.
using
Gold.
wood. They were using hemp. They were using
They was bartering, right?
oil. They were barter systems. It was money before then. And this is we're talking about still back before they learned to make shillings, before they started making silver pensions and all of those whatever those they were called back in George Washington days. We still had to trade work or something of value that was not monetized. So you got to think about it like this: money may rule the world, but I can guarantee you right now, if they crash this down, if they shut down the dollar system and say we're going digital, I bet you, and then we're gonna be out here in these fields learning how to do some tree planting,
Currency-
how to make some food, trade and barter again. If they tell us we gotta live off the land, we can't live off.
But
the
listen, currency was only created because it was a system to help us negotiate the barter system. Without having to barter a loaf of bread for 3 chickens, we started to realize that it wasn't equivalent. So what we did was we was able with the shit and everything.
It gave like a standard.
Yes, it gave a
that
standard. So
a
it's
dollar for this.
A dollar is worth this amount.
and
So it
there you
gives
go.
you the
I agree with you
opportunity.
now. I
If
agree
you
with
want
you.
to sell your chicken for $6, then I need $6 for a chicken, right? So that way,
A whole chicken for $6.
just whatever it is. So the currency, whether it was shillings, whether it was Coinbase, or it started with coins and all of that.
I want to buy a chicken
You
for
gotta think
$6.
cryptocurrency. The only reason why cryptocurrency and digital currency is even taken this way because it's a faster currency. It's an easier currency. If I want to buy something from somebody in Australia and we're dealing with Bitcoin, I can send it to him within seconds. If I'm dealing with the US dollars, I got to go to a particular place or I got to do some kind of transfer, and that's going to take either from minutes to hours or to days, right? So digital is faster, and the digital is only keeping up with the times, right? We went digital. Everything is digital now. We don't have no VHS. You barely read the newspaper.
No,
you barely buy magazines. Why? Because you can go look at everything online.
I mean, I buy the newspaper, and I got hold on, I got to promote myself a little bit. Yes, I do buy the newspaper because I am in the press to stand each and every week. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes.
I just want to say that, you know.
People still got
Page number
VCRs.
2. Page number 2.
People still got VCRs. People still use VCRs.
You said VCR?
Listen, at my job,
Nah.
they use DVD.
Everybody don't got a 65 Plymouth though, but there's people that still drive them.
Right.
What?
Everybody don't got drive a 65 Plymouth.
What is this?
And that's one of the most classic cars out there.
Reese, you okay tonight, man?
You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
Reese, you all right?
No,
When I'm
this
there,
is-
they out there.
This is Southern gentlemen.
You see what I'm saying?
Southern bougie Reese. Bougie Reese.
So what happens is you know, well, for certain things when it talks about certain subjects, you see what I'm saying? It's like I just want to know where people are coming from, like mentally, right? Because I want to get an understanding on when it comes down to what we was talking about tonight, being poor and being happy. You know, I'm only saying what I'm saying because I feel like I can contest everything anybody's saying. Because when I'm actually poor, when I actually have nothing, bro, I am the saddest I've been in my life.
So money.
I can wake
makes you
up
happy.
Listen, I can wake up right now and my daughter text me and say, "Daddy, I need $20 to
Okay.
go on a field trip."
All right.
I can't give my daughter $20 to go on a field trip, bro. It makes me sad, bro.
Do you?
And I've been there before.
What do you?
You get what I'm saying? I've been there
What do you?
before.
What do you
That's
think
what
about
I'm
what
saying.
he's saying right now? Like
If I can't pay my light bill, I'm sad.
Because it's like
You know what I'm saying?
it seemed as if when you like you say when he down broke and don't have it, yeah, he's sad because now you got to worry about your light getting cut off, and then you got to worry about the extra money you got to pay for that for that disconnection.
Yeah.
And then like you said with the I've been in that spot, that position where I couldn't give my kids that $20 for a field trip. I couldn't go in the store and buy them. Now watch this. I'm gonna twist it. It was one year at Halloween. I couldn't go in the store and buy my kids a costume. I was irritated. Only one got a costume, and that was my oldest son because he was the only child with his mama. I picked up the phone and called her. I was like, "Why you bought him a costume?" And the other kid, that's not her responsibility. So you know what we did? We end up taking old T-shirts and making my kids costume. And you know what? That was the best Halloween they ever had. So it's like,
Ooh, like I say, that's a real story. That's a real story.
That's motivation.
That's a real story.
we made their costume.
So even though you didn't have the financial to supply, you still made memories out of your morally rich bag.
So he started off sad.
So
you're not going to get away from the fact that he started off sad.
So you're trying to say that the question is,
I had the same 24 hours as a man with $1 million in his pocket. If I ain't got $500, I can go hustle and make me $500. What's the difference?
No, hey, well, put me on because I need a little quick.
No.
If you know you got a niche.
No.
Itch. A niche.
Oh, I thought
you have a niche. Niche. Niche is basically a job that you're passionate about.
Mm-hmm.
If you know you got a niche. What is your niche, Reach? You have multiple niches, right? So if somebody tell you right now, hey, I need a performer. Since you've been gone, I've been doing fine. You can go hit to a make sermon. Oh, I need a bathroom build. You can go build a bathroom. Make you $500 in less than an hour. So while you say it depends, no.
Hey.
You'll never be rich as long as you have a niche.
So
You'll
check
never
this.
be broke as long as you have a niche.
Check this out.
You're never really broke.
So check this out. And
You're
what I
never
like,
really broke.
and everybody with that type of mentality, and that's why when JR asked me, he was like, damn, Reese, you on one. See, I'm here, this podcast is for fun, but I'm also here to educate the masses.
Educate the masses.
And one of the things about it is, like he just said, if somebody was to call and say they needed a performer, if somebody was to call and say they needed somebody to do
You're never really broke.
Listen, but it's easier said coming from the person that can't go and sing, since you've been gone, I've been doing fine. It's coming from the guy that can't, they're not going to call you to go do the, so it's like, that's why, you know why the coach is who he is? Because he can tell you how to throw the ball as a quarterback. But his ain't out there on the field throwing that ball as a quarterback. It's easier said than done. You get what I'm saying? But that quarterback could have been out there for 6 seasons straight, and that coach pounding the same thing into his head. But he doing everything in his power to try to capture what the coach is saying. He can't do it, right? Because it ain't working out for him. It's not, if it ain't for you, and I had to learn this a long time ago. If it ain't for you, it ain't for you. And what happens is when you allow what's for you to happen to you, you become better. So when I'm broke, like how you said you was, when you was broke and you couldn't go buy the costumes, you allowed yourself to accept the fact of the feelings that you had. Because as men, we always get angry when we get emotional. So you allowed yourself to get emotional, and you allowed the high to work through you to give you the creativeness for you to go through. But you had to be sad first.
so you saying?
You had to get sad first. It's not until you hit rock bottom.
So you're saying? So what I'm saying is, what you're trying to say is, even if you're broke, you first are sad and then happy.
That's when the next process starts.
So let's think about this. So you have it together, right? And the next thing you know, something happens and you go down.
You don't got it.
You technically are not happy because you basically don't got the type of money that you usually have.
Right.
But then after that, you start to realize that maybe it's a better way. Just how you said, they didn't have it. And then they started what? They found out a different way to do it, and then joy came.
Yes, but also you got to realize,
so you have to go through the struggle, the journey.
The same thing my grandma taught me a long time ago. If I ain't got it, I'm gonna pray for it, and I'm gonna go make something happen, because faith without works is what? Dead. And I can say I don't have this bill paid, but if I put my faith and I pray, even when I'm down. Prime example. I didn't know how my pops was going to be the stroke. I didn't know how this man was going to be the stroke. And this just show you how morally rich I am. This man went in the hospital. I'm in the car crying. But at the same time, I was able to go and pray, and 4 days later, he was out. My mama broke her hip. I mean, not broke her hip, she hurt her ankle. God bless her, not that bad that. She fell and hurt her ankle. They telling her that she needs surgery. It's been almost 4 weeks later. She still ain't wore a bugle. She still ain't been no surgeon. So I believe faith and works and how you pray for it and go get it how Drake say in that one song, I'm the type to pray for and then go get what I just prayed for. Because your faith and your works will carry you longer sometimes than money can. How grandma and them used to tell us, baby, respect and morals will take you further in life than money will. So sometimes I get where you're coming from, and I respect it. I get you on that point. But you also have to realize that sometimes the respect you build in your reputation may carry you further enough when you get the supplies brought to you by the same person that had to look you in your face and tell you wasn't them one day. May get you the same tools you need to get that job done for a cheaper price than what you thought you was going to have to pay for those same materials.
Hey, do the churches pay light bill or do they just pray every Sunday that they stay on? I just want to ask that question.
If you got a real church background, they will pay your bill for you.
No, I'm saying, do the churches pay their light bill or do they just pray extra prayers every Sunday and they stay on?
No, the church have a light bill.
Yeah. I know they don't pay taxes, but I just want to know, do the church pay a light bill?
There's a bill that comes to the church and it has the church name on it.
Okay. So and they pay that with what? Did they pray it with? Do they pay it with prayer or do they pay it with munions?
What is the church?
And if the church fall behind on munions for renovations and everything, what do they do? They turn to the congregation.
Hold on. Bell said something. What you said? What is the what?
What is the church?
Well, technically, the church is you.
The house of the Lord.
Non-what?
Non-profit.
A non-profit what?
Organization. Not entity. Organization.
No. If you get it filed right, a church can be considered a non-profit entity.
Okay.
Therefore, they can get funding from who?
The congregation.
From the
government. And outside of that, the state and church don't mix.
So you telling me they get funding from the government?
I guarantee you this:
to make a church.
The same people that give them the funding is the same people that keep money in the preacher's pocket. Preachers get paid by non-funding. That's why they're not supposed to take no money, because even though it's non-profit, a lot of money is cycled into the church through non-profit affairs and things.
Is how they cool.
It's facts.
See, so what? I'm not gonna.
So what does that mean, though?
What I'm saying,
I'm not gonna
is,
like, yeah. I
want to get off. What I was saying is, bro, is that I have never went broke in the sense of not having a way to make something happen. Yours is what your skills are. Mine is cooking. Mine is yard work. Mine is knowing how to paint. I got multiple skills. I'm a Jamaican. How I was on Living Color. He a Jamaican. He got 13 jobs. I got about 13 reasons why I'm not gonna be broke. I don't care if I gotta go out there and rake 10 yards today and get $100 a yard if they the size of a football field. I'm gonna make some paper.
I want to know where you going to rake 10 yards for $100. Sign me up. I want to be there.
I'm just
so
saying.
I've been at a pay special when I was young in my 20s, man. I was trying everything. Me and my cousin had push lawnmowers, weed eaters, like we did everything. We just knew we was gonna take over the city working or making music. You know what I'm saying? And we got out there and we tried it, cuz I mean I was telling you, I think that was you we was talking to. Man, we had an ambition one year. We was so broke. And I'm talking about broke, no money. Right? We were so broke.
So no money, $0.
We had $0. We young. We trying to figure out, man, we gotta get right, man. It's some things about to be popping off here. We gotta get right. We need some gear. We know we could go depend on our parents or whatever, but we couldn't get too much out them, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So we decided to go down there to the countryside, to go down there to the field. And we go work with the Mexicans. They said, well, easy money. One of my homeboys, he found out about it.
He said, with
not
13 jobs.
He said, hold on. Yeah, 13 of them. He had 13 of them. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody lying.
Hey, look, they said it was easy money. Boy, we went down there, man. Cuz I realized why Mexicans get the love and the credit that they get. Because them boys walked away. They had to wait to get paychecks. You feel what I'm saying? They paid us out cash. Straight up that day. I made like $37, bro. Talking about
hold on, you talking about this cat talking about he was in the tomato field, bro.
I'm picking tomatoes.
Well, I didn't even know you had to pick tomatoes.
Like I thought get to the office. They
thought it was off the thing. Got them all in
I thought they do like how the cotton and stuff.
No, certain things is delicate. You can't roll no truck and just have them grab it.
Tomatoes up.
No. Have you ever been to a peanut?
You got to pick that by hand, bro.
Have you ever been to a peanut?
They got one down there, and I ain't never been to a peanut field. Rough inside.
Yes. No, think deeper. Blackville.
Yeah, you got to pick all that by hand. But we went out there.
When it comes to the island.
I say, we went out there with the expectation that we was going to go out there and make money. You feel what I'm saying? Listen to what somebody else said. Oh, all you gotta do is this, that, and the third. So we went and did what they said, bro.
And you only got $37.
I made $37, cuz.
Man, I knocked all that stuff over. I ain't gonna lie.
It's not that easy.
Man, I would have turned.
It's not that easy.
I would have turned the truck over.
Siphoning gas out the truck.
Did they pay you with cash or they
They paid me
give you a
cash
check?
in my hand.
And what you was picking?
Hey, at least they
Tomatoes.
Oh, I would take some home. I'm taking some
I had a
home.
belly full. We ain't took no lunch.
I mean,
So then, what do you think I was out to eat?
You got salt and pepper?
I went to the gas station and got some.
Nah, y'all talking about
Yes,
$36.
37.
30. I'm sorry.
So you
I
made
apologize.
Yeah.
$37.
you made that in a day.
Made that in one.
So this man made $37. You got 13 jobs.
No. I said I had 13 reasons why I'd never be broke.
So that's like having 13 jobs,
Or niches.
13 skills.
With that, like I said,
13
I only say that to say you can have all the talent in the world. You could sell dinners, you could sell cakes, you could sell hair, you could do hair, you could be a barber, you
People
could be
go
whatever.
to the people go to
So who they go to?
who they go to, who they know.
Listen, I got family members.
Dave, you gotta say that again. You gotta say that
I got
again.
family members
People
right now.
support who they want to support.
Popularity contests are real.
David, right
It is.
now, I got family that know what I do. I do damn good work, right? The majority of my business, outside of my immediate family that support me,
Yes, sir.
is strangers. You get what I'm saying?
Strangers support you quicker than
Yeah, that's who support me is strangers. You get what I'm saying? I've worked for people, right? I've subbed myself out and worked for people, and they go do jobs for my family members. And the whole time, I got to come on the job and do the job for somebody else. So whatever they charge you, I'm assisting, helping on some jobs. I'm
Yes,
doing the
sir.
work.
Yes, sir.
You know
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying? But it's that level of support and things that you need when it comes to how when Bell was saying, "Oh, you could do this, you could do that." It's not that simple.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I don't want to bring my lady into it, but like my lady do hair. She do hair. She do arts and crafts. She do it all. She all around. Okay, she all around. Jack of all trades. I done watched to where like it's she book a appointment, or you got some people who can't. So I hear people say such and such could be her own boss, but it's not that simple, because like I say, most people going to support who they want to support, and she already breaking her, basically cutting her prices just to get that client, but they cancel or they want a discount. You can't go inside the store and get that discount.
No.
You can't go inside that store and get that. You can't go and set your price on it.
No.
You can't.
Can't go nowhere.
So like you say, it's basically kind of hard. Like I used to do the cleaning. I used to go around clean houses, blah, this, that, a deep thorough cleaning. I mean deep thorough, wiping baseboard, going in the attic, sweeping, dusting, all polishing.
Okay.
I'll tell them $1,500. Oh, that's too much. So what you want done? You want a spot clean? What you want me to wash your dishes? Just wipe the outside of the stove?
Clean
Come
up
on.
like you clean up?
Pay me what I'm worth. So it's not simple. It's easy said than done.
Yeah.
It's easy said than
Because
done.
a lot of people
Is it the family you feel like that want the discount, or you feel like it's like, or just people just want to
family,
because we
people,
friends? I'm gonna say it because you're black.
dogs, yeah.
I'm gonna say it because you're black.
9 times out of 10, yeah. Because you're black.
Yeah.
Because you're black.
It's mostly our kind.
What I'm saying, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Like most of them want the deal, but they won't give you a deal. Like they want
to a lady.
They want you to give a break.
I went to a lady, and I was doing a job for her, and she asked me. She told me to come out and do the quote and everything. And I went out there, and when I went to do the quote, I could tell from when I pulled up to the house that, you know what I'm saying, this lady was ready to get the job done. I could tell from how she was talking and everything else I saw in order. She trying to get it done. What she wanted me to do, I honestly did not want to do it.
Why?
Right? Because of what it was and was going to require it from me. And I knew it was going to be extensive. So I charged her $700 for it. And that was above average. I was like, I'm going to just put a little thing on it. She might not want it done. She told me, when I told her $700, she asked me, when can I get started?
She liked the price.
Yeah, she loved it. I jumped on it and did it. Did the job, right? Went back, had our people, all right? She wanted me to do a job for her. I told myself when I bid it on the job, I said, you know what? But look out for her. You know what I'm saying? Elder lady, she look like she probably ain't got it. Look out for her. Charge her $250 for a job that I probably would have charged $300-400 for. She still complaining. But I was able to walk away with my pride.
Yes, sir.
You feel what I'm saying? Because I know what the justice I was trying to do.
Sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? I was able to walk away with my pride. Because like I tell them all the time, I ain't trying to get rich off nobody. Like, I got too many things that I'm doing to try and get rich off of one job.
Yes, sir.
I'm not trying to be here that long.
Yes, sir.
Because I got other things to do.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
sir.
I'm trying to move around. So the quicker I can get in, the quicker I can get out. And I know if I charge you too much money, I'm going to have to be here too long. So I'm gonna charge you on what let's get in and out. Let's do what we gotta do.
Yes, sir.
You know. So a lot of times, like when you ask her, like it be you know, not your own kind as far as your family members, but people that look like me.
Well, they say we all family in some way. Yeah. So I know Bell said that you could be happy broke, and you answered it. Well, you didn't get a chance to really break it down.
I don't think, and that's where I was going with it from the beginning. I don't think you can be officially broke and happy, which it just all goes off of what you define broke. Like how we were saying earlier, David said if he hit about 500 or 10,000, like, you know, hey, I'm broke, so he go, you know what I'm saying, kick things in again in the motion, you know what I'm saying? And then I just know for a fact that there's people out there, and I ain't gonna say that I'm the type of person where, oh, I got all the money in the world, right? Mm-hmm. But I know, I just put in my mind when I'm broke is when I run out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to run out, right? I don't want to make it seem like, because you do have, and I saw it, I saw it, right? So I want to get this out right quick. I'm not the one of those type of people, because there are the type of people that got the notion where you might not live to see tomorrow, so YOLO, right? But then you wake up tomorrow looking stupid because you spent it all last night.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I would never be that.
So I ain't that guy. No. I ain't that guy. But I'm like, you know what? I ain't gonna put the world already putting a lot of pressure on me. I ain't gonna put all that extra pressure on myself. If I got $500, then I'm gonna go ahead and accept the fact I got a couple dollars I can do something with. That's gonna help me sleep good at night. Now, when I get down and I got to contemplate, because I smoke cigarettes and drink beer, you know, I like to have fun, right? When I got to start choosing which one of these that I'm gonna do, right? Because one can't get done. Now we in trouble.
I got $20 left. I'm gonna see if the man gonna give me a little 5 bag. I gotta get the golf. Let me get some in the pom-pom. Let me get some in the pom-poms. So you gonna go to a cheaper pack of cigarettes.
No, you gotta get Showtime. You get $5. You get $5.
Showtime 5-1.
Yep. Get $5.
Yes, sir.
There's a cigarette called Showtime.
No,
Showtime 5-1.
You get $5. You know what I'm saying?
The Mark on the Hill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Boy, what the world?
Yeah.
But that's how it is.
Oh, well, you know,
you get the Showtime. You listen, you're in the landmine. You're in a minefield at that point. You know what I'm saying? Because it's about to go at any minute.
Hey, one time I ain't had 2 pennies. You know why I'm happy? Honestly, I ain't gonna lie. If y'all say, can you be happy and broke? Mm-hmm. You know why I'm happy? Because one point I ain't had 2 pennies to rub together. I still ain't got them pennies, but at the end of the day, I ain't had 2 pennies to rub together. I started from H&D. And then H&D, I would get paid every 2 weeks to where it wasn't making enough.
Right.
But it was still me struggling, me happy. We had a roof over our head. We had food. I worked at H&D. How I did it? I worked at H&D. I took care of my groceries by getting my groceries for H&D and paying that with my check. And then from Food Land, I take care of the light. We had prepaid lights. So you already know $40 here, $50 there. So it was like I basically adapt to my situation because I didn't have it. I didn't have the help. If I needed the help, I would have had it. But I don't depend on nobody because at the end of the day, I don't like that saying, all I do for you. All I done for you. What I did for you. I can't stand it. So it's like...
Hold on. Whoa, David just touched something else just now. When people do something for you,
I don't let nobody...
They quick to say, oh, I done this for you. Or they tell people that they done this for you when you thought they done it from their heart.
Nobody can actually walk up to you and say, oh, I did this for David. I done this. If you ain't did it out the kindness of your heart, you can take it back.
I ain't want it.
butthole when it comes. See, I ain't even put $5 in his job. I'm a butthole when it comes to stuff like that. It ain't my pride, but don't bring up what you done for me in my face when I don't bring it up to you.
No facts.
I can't stand it. It does something to me, and then it's like I'm. Matter of fact, y'all say YOLO. I asked somebody to break that down to me. You die once, you live every day. So at the end of the day, I used to blow money. Matter of fact, honestly, I should have been sitting on something right now. But at the end of the day, I was young and basically just spinning it because I got it. I get drunk high and be like, give me extra cheese on that burger. Let me get bacon. Give me
extra burger.
Yeah. So it's like, I done been up and I done been down. But the question is, are you going to just sit there?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you can't complain about it and don't do nothing.
I was at my lowest. I was at my lowest one day, right? And I had this one of my exes that I was talking to, and she came up to me and she told me, right, bro, I was in this funk. I was in this funk for a while, right? And a lot of people that know me, they know what I deal with, especially from the military, all of them.
Yeah, sir.
So I'm in my funk. And she came up to me. And I'm calling everybody trying to vent to them, and they telling me all this positive stuff I don't want to hear.
You ain't want to hear.
And she came up to me, and this is about day 3, day 4, and she came up to me, and she walked up behind me, and she held me from behind, and she whispered, she was like, "You all right?" And I said, "I will be." And she said, "Baby, it's okay to be where you at. Just don't stay here." And she walked off.
Yes, sir.
Bro, that was the most powerful words I ever heard.
The more you sit there, the longer it's gonna linger. It's like, what? You want a meal, do a barbecue?
Yes, sir.
So with the comment made by Dominique, she said, "Money don't bring you happiness, but it helps you to cry. It helps to cry into your money when you feel sad. However, peace of mind is priceless. Your state of mind determines your well-being." So when she said that, I remember those days. We was both working at H&D. And you be like, "Cuz, how you working here and then working here?" Back in the day, you could call me Jamaican. I was working at churches, Captain D's, and Hard. The one that I can tell you about my cousin over here is he ain't ever been without a hustle. You see what I'm saying? So, like, my biggest, how can you be broke but happy moment was, I had my little baby with me. Her mama took me to the store. It's 2 things she wanted for her birthday. Was them real for real dolls that was like $300 at the time. A while ago, like 10 years ago.
I know what you're talking about.
And she wanted a bite, first bite. I took my whole $400 check, bought it, didn't count. And she's like, "How you gonna get right?" She didn't know I had hustles on the side to always keep me going. So that's why I tell you, and I rebutted you the way I did that. As long as I got a hustle, I'm never broke. As long as you got a skill or a mindset to be skillful in fields, bro, you are never broke. Yeah, it's not going to be easy, but that just determines how hard you really want it, how bad you really want that success, or how bad you really want to make money throughout that day.
But that's you not answering the question, because if you got those traits to fall back on and that's what's going to keep you from being broke, then you're not broke. So then we're not talking about those fields. You got to put yourself into the position, which was the question. When those things don't work, when you don't have the $300 for a real dog and $100 for a bite, when you don't have that, and that child is coming to you asking for that, you don't even have the job. See, you got to put yourself in a broke mind state to understand what broke really is.
To be broken, I'm not going back to the bottom.
We're not saying going back.
No, what I'm saying is, if I've been there and I know this is the situation.
That's not the question, though. The question is, if you are broke, where you was, that place, and see, and it's like you're answering my question without answering, because you're running from that broke place, because you keep talking, hear me out, you keep talking about where you once was, right, and how you're no longer going back there. Bro, that must have been a sad place if you don't want to go back. No,
what I am saying is, I've had nothing in my pocket and made something happen. You can have nothing in your pocket, be broke down in your spirit, and make it happen.
After you became sad.
No,
He made it happen. He took his t-shirts.
The way you
he went to work
the way you cancel out sadnesses, you say your prayer and you make some stuff happen. You put something together in your mind, because the only way we've gotten along throughout history, throughout our existence, is always making it happen. When Master gave us scraps, we made food. When Master told us no, we made things happen with the extras. It ain't ever been in our...
still sad as hell because we had a master.
They tried to break us and have us broke when we had nothing. Slaves.
Bro, I don't care how many wives they had, how many kids they had, how much pig they had. You can't tell me none of those slaves, they was content. They found happiness. That's why they sung songs and they came together. They found happiness. And I'm not saying happiness can't be found being broke or broken. But when you are broken, you are at the lowest of your life. No matter how many times you go there, it's a vacation spot for some people.
Well, I want to say this. I want to say this because, being broke sometimes could bring peace. Because I remember having X amount of this and X amount of that, and the stress level of having to manage all of this and manage all of that.
How many calls you had?
Like, oh my goodness.
Bad stories.
How many, like, you know what I mean? And, I was running a rental car business, got over almost 15 cars at one time. And, it's just so much of this and so much of that. And now that I have less of that, my peace is so much better now. Now, you know what I'm saying? I make less money now, but I'm better.
You have more, but you're not broke.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I was never broke.
Yeah, that's the whole. We gotta go back to the question. See, I think the way the question's answered, nobody's saying nobody's broke, right? But will brokenness make you sad? And for you to have all of these things, I just want to ask people. If you lose everything you have today, when you wake up in the morning and you have nothing, Bill, you don't have your job, you don't have your truck, you don't have a place to stay, you don't know where you're gonna stay, you don't know where your next
that's a tragedy. That's a lot.
That's what I'm saying. You're not going to be happy. You can find happiness.
Too much.
And the crazy part about it, where I work at like I said, my gas station job, I see more homeless people.
You think they happy?
Some of them
happy in that moment.
Some of them are, but you got some.
Like, I chose to be born homeless.
Go ahead, David. You got some that come and they complain. You got some that just make life out of everything. You got some that they $5 they happy. I don't say they homeless. You can't tell. You can't even tell they homeless. I got a dude right now. He'll come. He got money, but he don't have a home. So the days that I work, I allow him to sleep in my car. So at the end of the day, it's like he take on that shelter with what he tried to pay me back for buying him the little BL keys. If I did something from you out my heart, you don't have to pay me back. No, you don't owe me anything. That was it. So you got some that are broke and happy. At the end of the day, I'm not about to allow myself to, like I say, the only way I can allow myself to be unhappy if I'm broke, if I'm not going to get up and do nothing about it. Now, if I can get up and do something, about it and I make a little here or there, oh yeah, I'm straight. I used to take jobs on every day. Once I got off from H&D Food Land, I would go and clean buildings. My granny had called me up, hey, Skip, come over to the house and do this for me. I ain't want to take it from granny, but at the end of the day, she had just passed it to me, I put it in my pocket. So at the end of the day, like Bill said, he always had a hustle for every chance, but it's like, I'm going to always be happy. I had a class, someone I grew up with, he been like, David, every time I see you, you're smiling. If you go outside right now, I'm driving an 07 Honda. The windows don't work. The AC blew out. The heat don't work. I'm wiping everything. But my kids I'm happy. I get from point A to point B, but the thing about it is I don't have to worry about no car payment. I ain't got to worry about the repo man. I ain't got to worry about nothing. I can hop in that bad boy, crank him up, and it runs. As long as you take care of it, look, I'm blessed. I don't have the money that I want to have, but the little bit of money that I do have, I'm happy. Because at the end of the day, the little bit of money that I do have, I still could pinch off it to help somebody else that need that I don't. Because at the end of the day, I can have my last $20 right now. Somebody asks me for it, I'll give you half of it. I ain't give you my whole 20 now because I'm gonna need gas. I'm gonna need something. I'm gonna need something. I'm gonna leave with something. And as long as I can help the next person out, that what makes me happy.
But see, and that's what I'm trying to get you to understand, bro. I had a house, so I'm gonna give you a real life situation. And I don't want no pity. I ain't expecting no pity. God forgive me for this one. I don't expect no pity shit. I'll put my 5 in the jar. I built my house. I had an apartment. I had the car paid off. I had the insurance paid. I'm on the road. I'm thinking everything is so peachy keen. I'm providing the house straight, everything good. And I thought I had all the peace in the world because my step kid straight, my girl straight, our house straight. You feel me? I lost all of that. And I was happier living my life, traveling and seeing the country, living check to check than I was with all of it, bro. So you asked me what it's like to be at rock bottom. Can you be at rock bottom and be happy? Yes. Because sometimes you need to be at rock bottom and be happy to realize the value of the things you had when you had them and God give them back to you in full.
You can have it today and they go on tomorrow.
Like, really, if I lose this truck, bro,
and witness it.
I done been there.
I done seen it and witnessed it.
Hold on. If I lose this truck, bro, I lose my girl, I lose everything in this world. As long as I got Jesus, I don't care if I don't have nothing else. I'm going to find a way to be happy. You know why? Because I still got breath in my body. I still got air in my lungs. I still can see. I still can smell. I can still taste. I might not have everything I need materialistically, but as long as I have an opportunity to go get it back or a life in existence, a day above ground, is worth more than any dollar price you can put on anything, bro.
You may not have everything you want and desire in life, and a lot of times us as man, when I say man as human, we get the misconception of things and we start thinking that there's a separation, right? There is no separation from the physical or the spiritual, or because it all gotta coexist for it to live, right? For you as a human being to exist, right? To sit next to me right now, they said all of these things had to happen at one big time, and boom, the Big Bang happened. And then you came from a one-cell organism, and then you grew into
the science class.
No, because I'm trying to understand. Because see, when we define things as what it is, we gotta define those things as what they are. People may have their own interpretation of it. They say a monkey and lions and these animals, right? That's wild animals can be pets. But we know that that's not to be true because pets is cats, dogs, goldfish, rats.
MJ had lion. I'm not no MJ.
I get that, right? But the average people that have it to it don't have it because that's just what it is. So we're going to
you gotta be wealthy to have that kind of thing. I'm
accepted for what it is. I'm not going to just feel like I can just go and get me no lion just because I like lions. I'm going to accept the fact that I can't tame and handle that lion because they told me so, bro.
No, bro, you cannot tame no lion, bro.
So when it comes down to being broke, once again, when it comes down to being broke, I felt like I've heard everything that everybody said tonight, and I'm in agreement with it. But I don't feel like I'm not saying
have their own opinion.
And that's what, and just for what I'm telling Bell is when it comes down to being broke, it's gonna come down to what you define broke as. Because like I said, I've heard everybody's opinion, right? Off of what y'all said, I never was broke then, right? But I felt broke in spirit. You get what I'm saying? And once you get there,
could you have could less money break your spirit?
Yes. Listen, I'm gonna give you an example. Just one quick thing.
Hold on. I got Bell for you. Could having less money break your spirit?
No. As long as I can do like David said, hold on, let me make it quick. So as long as I can be like David and help and do and everything good, I could care less if that was a 07 Chevy and I ain't had everything in the world. No less money gonna make me happy. You know why? Because I had all the money at one point and it didn't bring me no peace.
All right, that's Bell. All right, now Reese.
So a lot of times when people start talking about having all the money and it don't bring them no peace, I don't know what they was doing with their life, JR. You get what I'm saying? Listen, I went through that phase, and just hear me out, because I'm trying to get this. I'm dying to get this out, especially when I went in the military, bro. Especially when I went to the military. I was 18 years old. I went overseas. I was living in Japan. The highlight of my life, 18 to 21, bro. I was in Japan. You feel what I'm saying? I'm out there. The money different. I'm traveling the Philippines, Thailand. You know, I'm living the life, bro. I'm living the life. You know what I'm saying? and I came back stateside. That alone devastated me in ways that I didn't even know. I was already broken from when I first went into the military from the homesickness being away from home. Now, you see what I'm saying? I had to adapt and adjust to that, and the way that I had to adapt and adjust to that was I had to went overseas, right?
Overseas,
And
help deal with.
Yeah, yes, because I had to adapt. I couldn't. I was sad when I got over there. I'm in Japan, bro. I left February 2nd. It was my sister's birthday. I left here. When I landed, it was my sister's birthday, but it wasn't my sister's birthday in the States. And I remember because there was the time difference. They was ahead. You feel what I'm saying? I done call home, trying to wish my mama and my sister happy birthday, and it's still nighttime. It's still the first. You see what I'm saying? I had to adjust. But long story short, that's sadness. Crazy. I can't not accept the fact that when I went over there, I was making all of the money. I was making good money. I was getting tax-free money. I was getting extra money. I was making money. Guess what? I was sad because I missed my family and everything, but I found ways to make myself happy because I had the money to do it.
Yes, sir.
I was able to send money to my mother.
Yes, sir.
I was able to, at 18, 19 years old, I was able to take care of my family, my mama, my sister, my kids that I just had. That made me the happiest in my life. Yes, I went through troubles and drama in my life to obtain that money. We all gonna go through that. You're gonna go through the stresses whether you're rich or you poor. That money gonna help change things.
Yeah.
If I can take my kids to Walt Disney World, I don't give a damn about Walt Disney. But if I could take I'm gonna see this. It's gonna get there. Yeah, I see. Hey, but listen, if I could take my kids to Walt Disney, all of them, and have all, man, that's gonna make me the happiest in my life.
Yes, sir.
The same way, of course, you're gonna get that same euphoric feeling if you could take all 5 of your kids to McDonald's and buy them a Happy Meal.
Shoot, that would make double wouldn't pop.
Oh man.
No, I'm just saying.
I know what you're saying, though. I know what you're saying.
But at the same time, there's gonna be the level of sadness that you have to address. If you got money, if you got all the money, and you're still sad, then that means there's other aspects in life that you need to.
So basically, what you're saying is no matter the money. Basically, you're gonna be sad because of the less. No matter what,
the less.
You're gonna no. It's no way to say I'm gonna be happy because I got less first.
Yes,
but then you find peace after that, right?
That's going through the process because that's when the healing begins. So when you find the peace, that's when you begin to heal, process, and you can come back up the ladder again.
Do you feel like a person that never went through nothing can they tell you something?
Because if you fall down off a ladder, once again, if you fall down off that ladder and it hurt, you're gonna cry first. Ooh. Then you're gonna get up and you're gonna start climbing again once your instincts kick in. You're not gonna fall off of that ladder. Some people walk away from the ladder and say, I'm not gonna try it again. And then they go and they find the hill to climb when I could have went straight up. And they still say they happy. Whole time it took you 300 years to climb this mountain. You tired, you panting, people throwing rocks and stone at you. You pulling the cart. You done found the woman. She throwing weight on the cart. Now you still gotta pull it. You can't tell me you happy, man.
Well, hold on right there.
No.
Hey yo, we gotta go to commercial because we got somebody about to come on real quick. Be right back.
Guys, welcome to Street Trays. I'm Trey, and this is the truck. We're here today, and we're making fresh food. We'd like for you to come on out and try us. We have, here's our menu. We have potatoes, stuffed potatoes. We have stuffed fries, and we've also got sausage dogs. Let me show you some of this food we got. Buffalo chicken fries with bacon. How about that, guys? That looks fresh, right? Come out and try some of that. Hold on, we got some more. How about these sausage dogs? We got these sausage dogs right here. Loaded down with everything you want on it. Anything you want, we can make it. Come out and check us out. We'll be here till 6 o'clock.
Set me on fire, I can't escape, I've been burning.
Hey guys, welcome to Street Trays. I'm Trey, and this is the truck. We're here today, and we're making fresh food. We'd like for you to come on out and try us. We have, Here's our menu. We have potatoes, stuffed potatoes. We have stuffed fries, and we've also got sausage dogs. Let me show you some of this food we got. Buffalo chicken fries with bacon. How about that, guys? That looks fresh, right? Come out and try some of that. Hold on, we got some more. How about these sausage dogs? We got these sausage dogs right here, loaded down with everything you want on it. Anything you want, we can make it. Come out and check us out. We'll be here till 6 o'clock.
In a daydream, if you're not mine, then I stay sleeping. But the same dream, if it's real life, let it stay breathing. Heat's rising, I keep losing my breath. Need room in my chest. If I'm gonna keep you in that dress, if you tell me what's next, you can get it, no sweat. Girl, you set me on fire. I can't escape. I've been burning, but
Hey guys, welcome to Street Trays. I'm Trey, and this is the truck. We're here today, and we're making fresh food. We'd like for you to come on out and try us. We have, here's our menu. We have potatoes, stuffed potatoes. We have stuffed fries, and we've also got sausage dogs. Let me show you some of this food we got. Buffalo chicken fries with bacon. How about that, guys? That looks fresh, right? Come out and try some of that. Hold on, we got some more. How about these sausage dogs? We got these sausage dogs right here, loaded down with everything you want on it. Anything you want, we can make it. Come out and check us out. We'll be here till 6 o'clock.
in a daydream, if you're not mine, then I stay sleeping. But the same dream, if it's real life, let it stay breathing. Heat's rising, I keep losing my breath. Need room in my chest. If I'm gonna keep you in that dress, if you tell me what's next, you can get it, no sweat. Girl, you set me on fire. I can't escape. I've been burning, but
Hey guys, welcome to Street Trays. I'm Trey, and this is the truck. We're here today, and we're making fresh food. We'd like for you to come on out and try us. We have, here's our menu. We have potatoes, stuffed potatoes. We have stuffed fries, and we've also got sausage dogs. Let me show you some of this food we got. Buffalo chicken fries with bacon. How about that, guys? That looks fresh, right? Come out and try some of that. Hold on, we got some more. How about these sausage dogs? We got these sausage dogs right here, loaded down with everything you want on it. Anything you want, we can make it. Come out and check us out. We'll be here till 6 o'clock.
in a daydream, if you're not mine, then I stay sleeping. But the same dream, if it's real life, let it stay breathing. Heat's rising, I keep losing my breath. Need room in my chest. If I'm gonna keep you in that dress, if you tell me what's next, you can get it, no sweat. Girl, you set me on fire. I can't escape. I've been burning, but
Hey guys, welcome to Street Trays. I'm Trey, and this is the truck. We're here today, and we're making fresh food. We'd like for you to come on out and try us. We have, here's our menu. We have potatoes, stuffed potatoes. We have stuffed fries, and we've also got sausage dogs. Let me show you some of this food we got. Buffalo chicken fries with bacon. How about that, guys? That looks fresh, right? Come out and try some of that. Hold on, we got some more. How about these sausage dogs? We got these sausage dogs right here, loaded down with everything you want on it. Anything you want, we can make it. Come out and check us out. We'll be here till 6 o'clock.
in a daydream, if you're not mine, then I stay sleeping. But the same dream, if it's real life, let it stay breathing. Heat's rising, I keep losing my breath. Need room in my chest. If I'm gonna keep you in that dress, if you tell me what's next, you can get it, no sweat. Girl, you set me on fire. I can't escape. I've been burning, but
Hey guys, welcome to Street Trays. I'm Trey, and this is the truck. We're here today, and we're making fresh food. We'd like for you to come on out and try us. We have, here's our menu. We have potatoes, stuffed potatoes. We have stuffed fries, and we've also got sausage dogs. Let me show you some of this food we got. Buffalo chicken fries with bacon. How about that, guys? That looks fresh, right? Come out and try some of that. Hold on, we got some more. How about these sausage dogs? We got these sausage dogs right here, loaded down with everything you want on it. Anything you want, we can make it. Come out and check us out. We'll be here to 6 o'clock.
In a daydream, if you're not mine, then I stay sleeping. Got the same dream, if it's real life, let it stay breathing. Heat's rising, I keep losing my breath. Need room in my chest. If I'm gonna keep you in that dress, if you tell me what's next, you can get it, no sweat. Girl, you set me on fire. I can't escape. I've been burning, but
Hey guys, welcome to Street Trays. I'm Trey, and this is the truck. We're here today, and we're making fresh food. We'd like for you to come on out and try us. We have, here's our menu. We have potatoes, stuffed potatoes. We have stuffed fries, and we've also got sausage dogs. Let me show you some of this food we got. Buffalo chicken fries with bacon. How about that, guys? That looks fresh, right? Come out and try some of that. Hold on, we got some more. How about these sausage dogs?
Yeah, we have to apologize. It took us a little bit longer to get the phone line set up. I am gonna blame an individual, and his name is Bell.
Brother moves on.
Bell had his phone already connected to the machine. Now I'm trying to connect to the phone lines, and he over there jamming with his phone. The music coming from his phone through the speaker, and I'm like, bro, where's this music coming from? He gonna say, "Oh, my bad."
Remember we hooked up.
I remember we hooked up the phone to yo, Bell. You know, sometimes I love you, bro. I love you, but tonight,
Brother moves on.
how, Bell? How your phone was connected?
He's happy. Rich and happy.
And as I said, this is the soundboard upon which you have let me grace this studio with many verses. So my apologies.
I should.
Difficulties on my behalf.
Well, we got Dominique on the phone lines, and I think it's AKA Miss Forward Girl, correct?
Is that for a girl?
Is that for a girl?
Girl.
Hold on.
Express that. It's
Girl in the
that.
bag. Yep.
Is it
Right.
THAT?
That, not that. She
Yes,
said
it's
that.
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 Oh, THAT is not the DA one.
Right.
She did.
I mean, I thought it was.
Not DAT. Like,
I thought she said that.
Fall back, small back.
Hey, if you've been listening to this debate we got going on, the question is, can you be broke and happy? How do you feel about that?
I honestly say the answer is yes, because when you look at it, all depends on a person's mindset, a person's way of life, how they go about things. So there's when you look at multi-cultures of people, you have so many different cultures of people who have a simplistic or holistic way of life that by our standards are considered dirt poor, that are far happier than we are, because basically just their way of life. For example, if we talk about right here in America, let's talk about the Amish and the Mennonites and how they're a lot more at peace than we are existing in everyday America. When you go to other countries and you go to remote tribes, what's considered value to them is low value to us, but they're living to be 90s, 100 years old over there, and we're not. So when you look at, what it really means to be happy and broke, a lot of times the people who have less than we do seem to be doing just fine.
I definitely can agree with what you're saying, and that's why I think when I spoke earlier, it comes off the grounds of what are we defining as being poor? And when you mention a lot of these different countries and these different ethnicities and tribes and things, a lot of time those people don't view the value of riches the way the average American do. So it doesn't make them poor just because I wouldn't want to go live in a dirt hut, right? It doesn't make them poor just because that's their lifestyle, because in their country, that dirt hut that they're living in or that mud hut could be superior to their view of life, where the value of the dollar, the value of the dollar does not matter anymore.
No, you said money determines.
We're an American. I'm an American. There's nothing that I can do in America.
Okay,
Hold on.
She said that in their way of life, people in Brazil.
I didn't disagree.
Okay, but I'm saying like this. You just sat here and said, on the other hand, that without money, you find sadness.
Yes, I find sadness as an American.
Money determines your happiness.
As an American, she just talked about the people in the tribes.
As you.
I'm an American.
No, I'm not going to say all Americans don't.
We all don't feel that.
Don't feel
And I'm not saying that my opinion was speaking for everyone.
No.
I'm not saying that.
But what I'm saying is that, you got people in less than countries, like you say, living in dirt huts, and that's the way of life that they find peace at. The way we live now, you know what I'm saying? We might look like we live like we more than them.
We had an episode where we were talking about how many rags is needed to wash. And there was two individuals. One said he needed 2 rags. One has 3 rags and a loofah and gloves, right? So of course, if you had to wash out of creek water, you would be sad. But in other countries, just the ability to have water will bring you riches.
But that's
It's the difference of society.
It's the difference between what's it, demographics. They are in a different place, and we're in a different place right now.
Mindset is everything, right? Mindset is everything. So, for example, you have people who you have 2 guys, right? One has a backpack, a bicycle, and all of his possessions are in the backpack, right? One of those guys could be sitting on the side of the street panhandling every day, asking for some change. And then you have another guy who takes that same backpack and that same bicycle, and he travels around the world, travels across the country. There's a guy who actually made headlines for walking across the country, and that was him being a missionary. So it's the same thing, 2 different guys doing the same thing with 2 totally different mindsets, as far as how they represent themselves and what they're calling themselves, but they're in the exact same situation. They're still barefoot. They still got a bicycle. They still got the same backpack. They're just living their lives differently with the same equipment.
Now, the one making the most of his situation and using it to overcome the guy that was walking. I actually know who you're talking about, not personally, but I've seen them via social media, and he found happiness. That's why he chose to walk and do the work of the Lord, because he had to find happiness. Not saying that you can't find happiness. Once again, goes back to the root of it. It starts off, you're gonna be sad, and it has to go somewhere, right? So you're gonna be sad being broke. That's all I'm saying, and then you're gonna do something about it. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
You gotta be sad to be broke, though.
You're gonna be sad.
You don't have to. Listen, your perspective is that.
Do you? But what you're saying is that you're going to be sad. But the good part about what
there's growth.
What I'm saying, what Maurice saying is right now, he's saying you're going to be sad, but you're going to grow out of it.
Yeah, you're gonna grow.
Yeah, but I don't feel that you don't have to have sadness to be happy when you're broke. You don't.
Hey, everybody got to arrive.
It's like she said.
It's like day and night. They work together.
It's separate for some people. I can be happy being broke. You could be sad being broke, then find out.
No, Bell, that's not what he's saying. He's saying you're gonna be sad in the beginning, and then you're gonna grow out of it.
Bell just feel like he's never gonna be sad. Bell's gonna be happy.
You know what I'm saying? Like what I'm saying, like you lose your job, you might be a little sad, but then guess what? You might realize later that might have been the job for you, and you find a better
people
job.
Can be sad being, and you won't be sad being broke, but it get dumped by a woman. And
I think it's just depends. It's different for people. Some people may have that mentality, JR, right? And then some people may have the mentality that they're gonna be happy always. Like David said, regardless of it all, he's stuck through it with a smile. Sometimes the best way to keep getting through it is, like I said, to not look at sadness, even make it an option, and wear that smile through. Because the minute sometimes people will break. Sometimes when people don't continue being happy despite what they're facing, that breaks them. I'm not about to look at sadness as an option.
David knew a couple days prior to the actual 31st of Halloween, David knew that he was broke, and he knew that he had to do something because he was not about to allow his kids to be sad. So at that point in time, David went through a brief moment of sadness, and that's what gave him the energy, motivation, and courage to get up. So when the 31st rolled around, the kids never saw what went on. You don't know how many times your mama cried in that room, bro, before she sent you to school, bro. You see what I'm saying? You don't know how many times your mama or your daddy, you don't know how many times your daddy cried in that car on the way home from work, or when he got in the parking lot, or when he got in the driveway. You don't know how many times he cried. Because you always saw the goodness. You always saw the light. When I see the pastor, just because we were speaking biblically, when I see the pastor on Sundays, I used to think that nothing could ever touch the pastor.
Oh no, the pastor goes through the most.
You see what I'm saying? And it wasn't until I got older that I realized and understood that even him, it goes through the most worst of days, bro.
We had Pastor Nolan on, and he speaked about that. He talked really, he pulls out to everybody. He's pulling out to the youth. He's pulling out to the congregation. He's pulling out to everyone. But like he said no one never thinks that he might need that pull back in.
Listen, like people call me all the time. Half the time I feel like this. I don't have the answers all the time. Mm-hmm. But I get it seems as if most people call and be like, "Yo, I know you're gonna say something to cheer me up, something positive to basically get me out of this rut." Mm-hmm. My thing is, I feel like I should get paid because if I'm gonna give you the advice and you sit and listen for that hour, and then you still do something different from the advice that I give you, what's the purpose of you calling? What's the purpose?
So
Go ahead.
Yeah, so let me add this, because basically there's two different sides of this conversation that make sense. So I'm going to try to tie it in together. So let's look at, being broke as suffering a loss. You know what I mean? That is dealing with the loss. Let's look at this as stages of grief, right? Because everybody has gone through that period of time where they were up, they were down, and then they had to come back around to find that peace of mind. When you deal with that loss, it is going to be an emotional thing. And one thing that we all know is when there is a situation that we are needing to be removed from, God will make you uncomfortable to make you move. He will make you uncomfortable. No matter what situation you're in, it will make you uncomfortable to make you move. That is where the sadness comes in at. That is where the frustration comes in at. That is when the discontent comes in at, because now you're having this situation that is forcing you to be so uncomfortable in your spirit that you feel forced to move. So now you move. Now you moved. Okay, I'm out of this situation, but this is where I'm at now. What am I going to do? One of the things that's going to make you make a self-adjustment is, okay, all right, I've left this job that was mistreating me. Now what am I going to do for money? Or I left this bad relationship that was okay. Now what am I going to do? The answer is not always money. The answer is not always money. A lot of times the answer is peace of mind. So what are you going to do within yourself to help you find your peace so you can get back to feeling fulfilled no matter what your account looks like?
Repeat that question for me, Dominique.
You said repeat.
Yeah.
Well, no, it wasn't really a question, it was a statement. But what I was saying was, once you get to that stage of movement, you moved out of what you was making you uncomfortable. You moved from that situation that you were no longer supposed to be in. Now the next stage is, overcoming. So what is it that you're going to do to find that place of peace in your spirit? Because dealing with, overcoming a situation, the answer is not always money. Sometimes the answer is finding that inner peace in yourself. So what is it going to take for you to finally be at peace in your mind and in yourself?
Yeah, she can hear you.
So then, okay, would you say peace is a sense of happiness?
I'd say that there's definitely joy and peace. I'd say there's joy and peace.
Hence me saying that some people choose to be able to accept the peacefulness of being broke.
Right, but that comes with the stages of grief, like I talk about. Now they have to deal with the loss. Okay, if they had something, these are people who had something and lost it. We're not talking to people that never had more than. We talking to the people who had something and lost it, and now they're trying to figure it out on their own. There's a stage of grief there. They're dealing with being uncomfortable. They're dealing with the grief of that loss of that comfort, or whatever it is that they were previously before they're in the state that they're in now. So now they're going to have to go through that process to find that inner peace. Rather it is praying, rather it is seeking God, rather it is seeking out friends, rather it is taking walks in the park, no matter whether it is getting another job, whatever it is, they're going to have to do something to make them feel at peace in that moment. While they're, and sometimes people find peace in their struggle, but at the end of the day, they're going to grieve their loss first before they figure out what to do. And sometimes figuring out what to do is turn into what's going to make themselves feel whole. And it's not always money.
Some use.
All right. Maurice say he want to say something real quick.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Off the piggyback off of what you said, a lot of times it's not money. I don't want the misconception to think that anything that I said tonight was to say that money was gonna solve all of the problems, because that's not it. But if money can be the root of all evil, then I think that is also the root of a lot of other things. So, i.e., there's a lot of things that do bring people happiness and can make a person feel rich, whether it's a religious or spiritual belief, or whether it's, a family relationship, or anything that they can feel strong and rich and powerful in. So it goes back to what I was saying before, when you're down, a lot of times we find that motivation because we're not going to think to fix a problem, or we're not going to think to see a problem if we feel like everything is going good. That's what happens a lot of times. They always say prepare for war at a time of peace, So a lot of times things could be going good. You could have it all, and you can get so complacent in your mind to where when something do go wrong and it do go south, you're unprepared, whether it's a family emergency, whether it's, there's a death in the family and you got to pick up and go to Baltimore, So there's a lot of moving parts that can go into that, which would define, what your peace and happiness is. So it's not necessarily, just money, financially money. When I spoke on that earlier, it was mainly being able to provide and make things happen, just in everyday life. You got to go to work, you need gas to go to work, got to feed the kids,
right. Yeah.
Those things.
And in that aspect of it, I definitely agree there. Those two things go hand in hand. State of mind and getting out there and fixing it. Those two things go hand in hand, because when you are in survival mode, your state of mind is critically important when you're in survival mode, because it can go two ways. You can gather your thoughts and be constructive and rebuild your life, or you can make an irrational decision without being in a clear head and tear your life apart even worse. Being in survival mode requires a certain level of peace of mind to make the right decisions, because as bad as things are, you could always make it worse if you don't make the right decisions.
So Dominique, would you be willing to say that some people choose to take happiness as the route instead of sadness when dealing with being broke? Instead of facing it with sadness, they decide to move forward with chest up, chin out, and a smile through it all. Would you say some people choose that route rather than choose to be sad and be down and have to find value in that way?
I say there definitely are people who have that type of mindset or that type of lifestyle, but typically those people who take that route live within a lifestyle that can allot it. Like, for an example, a person that is living in Manhattan is not necessarily in an environment to be that tolerable of being broke as a person who is, like we talked about, lives in an Amish community where they provide for themselves to where normal currency is not as important to them. You get what I'm saying? It depends on that person, their resources, and the type of lifestyle they're living. Now, with that being said, there is strong faith. Now, faith doesn't necessarily mean happiness, but there are people who take the route of strong faith. I'm one of those people who keep their mindset, who keep their morale high, so that way they keep striving for, the next level of what they're trying to get to. But at the same time, people who find joy in less typically are in a position or have chosen to put themselves into a position that they weren't before, to where their lifestyle can afford for them to have less and still be okay.
When you speak on faith, just quick question: as a person that has a strong faith, have you ever found yourself in a position to where you probably felt, not saying you gave up hope, but you started to lose faith?
I have been burned out before. Everybody's been burned out before. I'm an entrepreneur, so I've been burned out a few times.
And how did that make you feel?
That a lot of entrepreneurs go through. But, when dealing with those burnouts, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say, oh, I am a Christian, so I stayed happy. Oh, I'm a Christian, so I didn't feel hurt. I'm a Christian, so I didn't feel sad. I have fell on my knees in tears, asking God why things are like this and what, or not even just asking why, just asking him to fix it. Sometimes God help me is the prayer. That's it. God help. God help, over and over again. Sometimes that is the prayer, and having that faith, even no matter what it looks like, is what being a Christian is about. It's not about being happy all the time. It's not about, having joy all the time, because just like you said, the Bible says you're going to be tested. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. If you have a rainy day, you're going to be wet for a while, but guess what? As long as you dry yourself off, you good. Dry yourself off and stand back. Wipe your tears off and stand back up. Listen, it is okay to sit down a little while, but don't stay down. And that's the way I look at it. Having faith doesn't mean you never feel sorrow. You never feel. It just means that you have faith. It's going to be all right after a while.
Sadness is never really a bad thing. Just all absolute, There's time to be sad. Sadness is usually, a lot of times, it's the cleansing of the soul. That's mostly the time when you cry. Some people cry when they're happy, but that's a little weird. But that's just to each his own.
It is. I did it too.
To each his own. Yeah. It's to each his own. And it happens. It happens to folks. You go through a spell to where you get so overwhelmed with joy to where you can shed tears. But a lot of times you cleanse the soul when you cry, and a lot of times you cry when you're sad, and it's best to sometimes get it out, which, like I said, it's okay to go there, just don't stay there.
And touching on the conversation earlier, a lot of times when people suffer that loss, that crying that they never tell anybody about, it doesn't matter, you're a woman, or that tears and them. A lot of times that is turning. But when you make a change, I got to get up and do something. Rather that get up and do something is go get a job. Get up and do something means go to Uber. Get up and do something means go ask for help, or get up and do something means go to church. That is usually the turning point of I need to get up to make me feel motivated again, to make me feel whole again.
Well, I would say, what you just said, ask for help. And I feel like, asking for help, a lot of times we are afraid to actually ask for help. And when I say ask for help, I don't mean always money. We might need a person to be there a little bit longer than they usually need. You know what I'm saying? I might need some food. You know what I mean? I don't need the money. I just need food. And sometimes I feel like our pride get in the way where we don't want to reach out. Even if we got people in our life, we're not alone, none of us, because we live in a community and we got people around. You might not know your neighbor, or you might not know the person that stay behind you, but you're not technically alone. So you can ask if you would do it.
You got to get out that pride.
But but asking for help, like I said, And not gonna say that, as men, I struggle with that still to this day, asking for help. I could be trying to pick up something heavy, knowing I don't need to be picking it up, but I will still do it.
Gotta try.
I'm gonna do it.
Gotta try.
So yeah.
Grab that, man.
Yeah, great. Just right quick.
I wish it was that easy as a man to say we can ask for help, and I wish it was a way to try to find a way to do better. I might need to pray about that, But you did touch something just now, Dominique, and I felt that one.
Right, but we people have to stop being so dang shallow and vain too, because I remember that there was a time when I grew up that if we saw an old lady putting groceries in her vehicle from her shopping cart, we would jump in and help her. Now the old ladies got to dang near hold the door by themselves, struggling to push the buggy. Like, we have changed so much. Social media has changed a lot of that, because people have made it cool to be selfish. People have made it cool to put other people down, to think they're above everyone else. And I understand why it's so difficult to ask for help, because we basically have a new reality of people who only have their best interests in mind all the time. And if we want people to do better, we have to be the people to do better. We have to be better.
Yeah, I definitely can agree with that wholeheartedly. And it's kind of like how you said earlier, it goes hand in hand. Because it's like, we've shied away from the traditional roots and standards that we used to hold near and dear to us. Excuse me, I just got a little distracted. But yeah, we strayed away from the beliefs and standard that we used to hold near and dear to us. And it's like now we're living in a society where it's kind of like it's just up for grabs. You know what I'm saying? It can go anyway at any time, But I think it's all about the rootness of it and going back to that, and just being able to have conversation amongst ourselves, and to kind of like just bring awareness to just different topics and conversations, like things people feel about, right? But we strayed away from that. Just even work talk is different now. You got to be so strategic on how you talk. You don't want to offend nobody. You don't want to upset nobody. I don't want to call you a ma'am and you want to identify as a sir. I don't want to talk about God and you believe in a tree. It's crazy. It's hard. It's hard to just even talk and communicate. At one point in time, white people used to come up here and tell you their whole life at the gas station. Yeah, my sister moved in with me. She got them 3 kids, no good boyfriend. His mama, they tell you everything.
And the dog got worms.
Yeah, and the dog got worms. You know what I'm saying? They think about putting them down. That's the hardest part about the whole conversation. Yeah, was about putting the dog down, right? But you don't even get that no more, because now you got so much of like animosity in the air, right? The energy is just so off that, you know, people just mug each other the whole time while pumping gas. Just wait for the first one to bust a move. You know what I mean? So it gets to the point to where when you see, you know, I used to be one of those little guys. I make my mama start the car, I jump out the car and run quick. You know what I'm saying? I see an older lady trying to get in the store, especially she got a walker wheelchair, so I'm trying to go hold the door. I'm gonna knock everybody down trying to get there. You know what I'm saying? And now here it is as an adult. Sometimes I go and try to open the door for a white woman, older white lady, and she'll act like she's looking in her pocketbook or something. Just to,
oh no, she's judging you. That's all
you know
it is.
what I'm saying? Or she'll go. I done had it happen. I done had somebody come up to me and grab the door next to me while I'm holding the door open for them, just to prove to me like I need your help.
Need your help.
Yeah. I'm like, excuse me, then I'll kick that walkway. No, I'm just...
See, Reese, he's still working on you.
He's still working.
He's still working on you, Reese.
Yeah. And it's really a shame. Like, over the past couple of months, I've met so many people over the past couple of months. So like my trucking agency that I own is hiring, and I have spoken to so many different people over the past couple of months, you know, trying to apply or come on and work with my team. And I've heard so many different stories. So, and there are really a lot of people who are simply just trying to survive, just trying to make it. And it just seems so unfortunate that there is so little kindness in the world when it's so many people that need it. I have met guys who are simply looking for a job because they're looking for a job with a certain type of truck because that's their home. They don't have a house. Their house burned down. Whatever, they're going through a divorce or whatever. They're looking for a truck to live, you know. And there's so many, and a lot of people they assume that they look at people, they look at their job, they look at, you know, their orientation and say, oh well, they must be good. Everything's great. Well, everybody's got their own silent back. I've definitely learned a lot from talking to so many different people in the past month that everybody trying to survive.
My bad, little technical difficulty. I tripped over the mic.
No, and see, and see, what in the aspects of all of that, and it's like what happens is it's just right when you go off of like social norms, everything has changed. The world that we used to live in is no longer today. I mean, we're still here, but the rules have changed to a lot of things. So you can't. It's like it's hard for you to be one way or try to be one-sided because then they say that you can't be that way no more. So when it's time to like grow and brand and do all of those other things, you're gonna find that hardship, especially when trying to branch out and expand, because a lot of people don't understand it no more. Like so much has changed, and the things that used to be taught isn't taught anymore. So when it comes down to even going in the working field, there's jobs even just right here locally. I mean, you go to one of the fast food restaurants and you might stay in line 30 minutes for a cheeseburger. And it's all mainly because they don't got nobody that want to go work in there. Because as a middle average able body, you're frowned upon if you holding a 9 to 5 at Burger King, McDonald's, and then the young people don't want to work there because they want to make more money.
No. If you got a job, you know, whatever your job, like it don't matter where you work at. Don't tell a woman that. As long as you making honest money,
don't tell a woman that.
I'm just saying, if the woman don't look at that, then something's wrong with her, because you could be doing nothing.
The thing is, the way the system has been set up since COVID, nobody wants to work. When everybody had the easy way to make money, where they didn't have to work, they could sit at home and get paid money every month from PPP and all, and they didn't really have to have a business or really invest with the money that they got. it became a thing that people felt more dependable on the governmental assistance, the food stamps and things, and they didn't feel the need to work. But it's also a thing in society that if a man does work at like a situation like McDonald's, or he works at a tire shop, or he's a mechanic, or he works 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, he is seen as broke or not having it or not in the standard of caliber. So what do men do? We know the hustle. And it ain't necessarily got to be the dope game, but we gonna try to find a hustle, anything to keep us from looking these ways towards women. If you look at it, we've gone to a place where we don't even wave in the local community no more. Like, you can go to the store, and before somebody will chuck the deuces to you, they mug you. Or by the time you get out the car, the first thing you remember, if you are a carrier, you know to keep it with you, because you never know what is going to happen in these surroundings. And it's sad that that's the times we live in, but it's a very wicked world now. Nobody cares about nobody. It's everybody for themselves now.
You think the world more selfish?
Yes, it's been that way since COVID. What happened with COVID? Oh, me. Everybody ran to the stores, bought the toilet tissue and all the water up, and didn't leave none for nobody else. Walmart was out of toilet tissue and water in Atlanta, in the west side of Atlanta, in less than 2 hours when COVID hit in Atlanta at that time. Because I was in Atlanta when COVID hit. In that fall when it started hitting December, and everybody started stocking up then in Atlanta.
We was ordering tissue off Amazon.
Yeah, they was selling out everywhere.
Couldn't find it nowhere.
So I mean, I feel like what they did to the world destroyed the genuinity of caring, of not being so sensitive and being able to care. Because it's like since 2020, everybody has become more sensitive to the community of the LMNOP people, and more sensitive to, we can't even joke no more. We can't even have a joke by the water cooler, as you call it, per se, without somebody feeling offended. Whereas Richard Pryor in times before, it wasn't like that. You know, Reese, you remember coming up, Pops had his boys, Mama had her girls, and you would never see those two groups together. If you see Pops and his boys, they in the backyard, right? Young men, we out there with them. The girls in the house with Mama and them. Now it's like the boys want to be in the house with Mama and them. The girls want to be outside with Daddy and them. You see what I'm saying? It's like the roles have flipped in life.
So the gender roles have changed?
No, I believe the coin has flipped where women want to be alphas and men want to be betas.
Why would a man want to be a beta?
Because they want a woman to take care of them nowadays, whereas we've been taking care of women since the time of existence. We have. If you look at it, when war happened, Mama held down the house while Daddy went away to war and sent the money home.
Hey, but hold on. So with that though, you know, a lot of things change. Man still need to be a man, but if we talking about 2025 and you want to be like all the way blunt with it, 2025, I think it is time that, well, and I'm gonna make sure I clear the air, I'm not talking about women that's already doing the thing, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. It's time that women step up. Right, it's time that women. What Bell's saying, if you gonna say that, like it's time. Like I don't see no problem with a woman treating me and pampering me and showing me that she actually in this. Because I mean, how else is you gonna show me that? If we gonna be real with it, we're in 2025. Doing the little PG-13 little thing to me, you know what I'm saying? That ain't it no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to build, right? Let's just build. We're going to just take sex all out the equation. We're going to take my private parts and your private parts all out the equation, and we're going to build cross-border. That's what we're going to do.
They're going to remove it.
Yeah, but you also got to realize it's a time in the nature where some of us that are men, like we take care of everything. It's harder to allow a woman
take care of everything no more.
No, but what I'm saying is where it's easier for you to say, I want you to step up like this, you feel me? Mm-hmm. Where if a woman meets me right now, and you already know what I got going on with mine, I already broke down both of y'all. I'm still getting used to the fact that she may say, hey, if you need this, I got you. And you got me on this. You got me on the structure of my emotions and my mental and my spiritual. You keep us covered in prayer. You keep us covered in godliness. I need that from you. I'm not used to her saying, let me cover you here, here, and here where you might be lacking.
Listen,
I'm not.
I ain't going to no woman telling her I need no $300-$400 because I need these pair of shoes. I ain't going to no woman telling her I need her to spend this kind of money on this, that, and the third. I ain't doing none of that. What I'm talking about is the understanding and the catering to a man. I want you as a woman, and in 2025, that women start going into the relationships, learning that man and bringing that aspect of women back, that things can go back to what it used to be. Women used to care about what made a man happy, to where when you came home, she cooked you dinner. She didn't just cook dinner just to say she was cooking for the kids. Hell no. She was cooking you what she know you wanted to eat. These in 2025, you get Taco Bell at least 3 times a week cooked at home.
What?
You feel what I'm saying? For real. Chicken wings or some simpleness now. And I know they throwing down out there, but that's what it got to go back to. You feel what I'm saying? You know I like pot roast. You know pot roast my favorite meal in the world. I can eat pot roast every day. Make sure I get pot roast at least once a week. You feel what I'm saying?
Some women might say they can't cook like that because they work too much.
Find out. You got to figure it out. As a woman and as a man, my job when I go to work, I'm supposed to go to work, do what I got to do for me, right? Because check this out. If I'm in my own house, right, and I ain't got no woman. If I'm in my own house, I got to wash my own clothes. I got to cook my own food. I got to make my own bed. I got to pay my own bills. I got to do my own everything. You get what I'm saying?
Basically be adult.
So that woman that's over there at her house with her kids, she got to do all that if there's no man in the picture, right? When we meet, I'm not supposed to pick up your plate, add it to my plate, and eat both of them. We gonna combine our plates together. You get on one side and start eating, I get on one side and start eating. You eat what you can eat, and I'm gonna eat what I can eat. Don't be greedy and don't be selfish. You know what I'm saying? As simple as that. And we gonna rock. You know I like Tahitian treat. I think it's okay for me to have Tahitian treat in the house round the clock, especially if I'm making sure you great.
Expensive, man.
Look, I understand, but so is nails and hair cheaper than Tahitian treat? Is putting the brakes and making sure the brakes on your old lady car good, making sure her tires rotated, inflated, making sure she got the proper gas, making sure the windshield wipers work. Is that cheap? So you mean to tell me that you can't make sure I got me some Tahitian treat in the house so I ain't got to go buy it myself?
Hold on.
But did this. So I'm living in it. What you're saying, I'm living in it right now. And I'm not bragging on it. I'm still trying to learn how to accept when she does the, you feel me? Like you. No, I'm going to tell you why it's not. Because when you're used to footing the bill, when you're used to being the one who holds the pillars of the house or the standard of everything up, it's not used for you to give them a rein or like help me steer the carriage so we can get over this
You
mountain.
ain't there yet.
No, but here's the thing.
You still got some more heartbreaks. That's what that means.
No, I'm in love. I'm happy. We good. But what it is for me is that it shows me that sometimes when we get what we pray for, it's still an adjustment to accept the blessings and favor from God.
Right. You wasn't praying right.
No, I prayed for God to send me someone to be a partner on this journey. What I didn't know is he would give me double for my trouble I faced in the past. And it would be in a form of a woman that gives all of these things that I didn't know I would need.
So if
to feel safe if I'm dealing with emotions, to feel safe if she want to cater like you say, or if she want to do for me.
If he gave you what you prayed for and you wasn't ready for it, then you didn't properly pray. And I'm not saying that you did anything wrong. Right? You didn't properly pray because you bit off more than what you could chew, because that's how God works.
No,
right?
but here's the back end of that. Once you adjust to knowing that you provide this certain infrastructure for her that is worth more than the value and you're able to still be that dude that does the majority while she does the minority, it's a different feeling.
I'm gonna break this down to you. I used to have this problem because I did construction work. So I had this problem where every time I would go on a job, my first day on a job, I'm that guy that's out there. I'm getting it. I'm over here. I'm over there. I'm up here. I'm down here. What you need, boss? What you need, boss? I was that guy. Right? Every time I got a new job, I'm that guy on a new job. I'm ripping and running. I'm killing myself trying to do all of these things when it wasn't necessary. It wasn't. The only reason why I was doing that because I didn't know my job. I didn't know what to do. Because once I put more and more and more time in, and I got more and more and more experience, I knew to sit back, play my part, and accept what was coming to me. And I say that if I get in a relationship, if you get in a relationship and you get with a woman that wants to take care of you, you got to be at that point in your life to where you're ready to accept it. If not, you're either gonna not be able to accept it or you're gonna mishandle it.
But that's where you do have one thing on your side. If you are a person that prays, pray for God to understand.
Yeah.
Pray to God to understand. And when I started doing that, now it's like, okay,
You just gotta know.
let me sit back and let you drive the whip for a while. Let me sit in the passenger seat, sip some lemonade, and get some shut eye while you get us over this ride.
I'm gonna ask God to not send me just a woman, right? I'm not gonna go and say, God, I need a woman. No, I'm gonna ask for exactly what it is that I need. That way, once I receive what it is I need, I'm gonna know how to receive it. I'm gonna know how to adjust with it if I properly prayed for it. I can't go out there and ask for a good woman, and then when he send me a good woman, I complain because she talk too much. That's what comes along with a good woman. There's certain characteristics and traits and things that comes along with certain things that you got to be willing to accept. So you got to understand what it is you asking for and what it is you want. A woman can go out there all day and pray for a good man, but what kind of man is you praying for? What good is he to you that you praying for? And then you end up with a guy who can make you happy, who can make you blush, who can make you smile, but he's no good for you. He means you no good. Now you try to find the good and see the good in them till there's no good left, right? But that's the thing you're dealing with. So I can't feel like, this or that. No, it's a lot of times you got to be careful, especially when you're thinking about it and talking about it in the spiritual realm. You got to be careful what you pray for and how you pray.
That is true.
A lot of times the people want wealth, and it comes in the form of death. You're going to have to lose something sometimes to achieve the wealth that you need.
I can agree with that.
So when it comes down to it in 2025, it's a change, and we can't stay the same way we used to be, think totally the same way we used to be, and expect the same outcome because times is different. These kids is born with tablets, born with iPhone 12.
Kobe baby's been different.
Wow.
They coming out 5 or 6 knowing how to. Over the last 2 years, I want to say they've been like that. See on home.
Hello? Yeah.
Yeah. Here.
Hey, Dominique.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, she watching some Comment View. That's what it is.
Yeah, what I was saying was he was talking about the first COVID conversation, and then you guys just went off, and I just let y'all run away. I was just waiting for y'all to come back so I could get in.
You said he just took off? I don't know who took off first.
I'm gonna blame Brother Muzon. He started talking about prayer. That's the only reason why we got there.
Listen, the Southern gentleman bourgeois Reese ain't want to take no credit for that part of the conversation. Goes over. I need a woman to take care of me in 2025.
Oh, yeah, 2025. I want to see what she got. You know what I'm saying? I want to see how she love. For real.
So, I guess since we started this topic, because in a minute I gotta go. Dominique, can you hear me?
Yep.
So what is your opinion on what you've heard? Do you feel like it's time for women to at least cater to the needs of the man that does a lot and requires so little? Or do you feel like it's a double standard on how women love to be catered to and men aren't catered to enough?
Okay, I'm going to say this, and it might not be the answer you want, but my answer is my answer. People need to be better people, period. People need to be better people to each other. Everybody's making excuses for why they one way or another. Rather the woman's making an excuse, rather a man's making an excuse, and it's all poor excuses. And I think people need to be better in general. Right now, touching back bases on something that you said a while ago when we were talking about COVID and you were talking about, the workforce and talking about how people became sensitive and people changed. Well, the part that we're not taking account is the reason why the dynamic of people changed so much is because look at how many millions of people we lost to COVID. A lot of those people who were elders, a lot of those people who were backbones of the community, a lot of those people who were guiding, the people that are in charge today are gone. And then you also had a whole bunch of people who are permanently disabled. So that's why so much has changed. And right now we have a whole lot of people making so many excuses and nobody wants to take anything accountable, don't want to be accountable for any of their own stuff. And we have a whole bunch of people who are basically whiny babies pointing fingers at each other and not holding their own selves accountable for the reason that things are the way they are. If you want a person to be good to you, be a better person. If you have a person that's not being good to you, wait on a better person. But at the end of the day, don't sit there and whine and complain because now you look just as bad as the people you're talking about. If you know your worth, hold out until you find it. And if you know what you want in a relationship, be willing to be that person and match it.
Yeah, I can agree with that wholeheartedly. That's really where it all stems from. Everybody being held accountable, not pointing the blame, not pointing the finger. That's the root of it all. To be honest, it's not about male, female. If you're religious, not religious. If you work at Starbucks or you work at BMW factory, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we all must treat others as we want to be treated. That's the root of it. I know we just became that selfish way. A lot of people,
right.
A lot of people don't care about how their actions may affect the other person, and even after it affects them, they still don't care. So that's just where we got to go back to the root of it all. And I don't blame those people for being themselves. I blame other people. Stay away from no good people. Like, once you start to realize people no good, like, we got to stop giving so many benefits of the doubt and giving so many chances. We don't realize, like, hey, it ain't gonna work.
Unconditional love does not mean unconditional tolerance. You can love somebody and walk away from where they.
Yeah, walking away is hard now. I ain't gonna lie now. When people say, "Oh, you can walk away," I feel like they say it so easily, because they're like, "Yeah, you can do that."
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
it's hard to walk away.
It's a grieving process. Mm-hmm. That's where, if you know that you are a quality, valuable person, a genuine person, and you are putting love and joy and good energy into this world, what is meant for you will not drain you. What is meant for you will not drain you. And you have to know these things, and you have to do the brave thing to put yourself back in that same position, that put yourself back in your light, put yourself back in your joy. If something is dim in your light, that is not for you.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, most definitely.
Most definitely. And I'm gonna say that I think we're gonna have to make this a part 2 for real. And I'm gonna have to Dominique, gonna have to check your schedule because we gotta get you in studio for real.
All right, let me know something.
Yes, man. I'm not gonna say nobody right, nobody wrong, but I do feel like everybody got their own opinion, and the whole point of this situation, this whole platform, is for everyone to be able to get their opinion out. You know, even if it's right or wrong, and you know, start a conversation.
Well, I feel like tonight allowed a more intellectual side of Reese more than the unhinged side, because he always comes with interesting facts and a lot of knowledge. And Jules, salute to you for that, my brother. But I feel like it showed a lot more of the side of you that people don't usually get to see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As far as expressing yourself as how it is that, you know what I'm saying, we as men may need this in 2025, or we do deserve this in 2025, or, you know, even coming with the facts. I do say I'll agree with how sadness can lead to a story that's not meant for your glory, but a testimony for someone else to hear. And how even in the midst of things we face, it makes you a better person over time. So I do agree with that. Yeah, we may have differences of, for me it's happiness, for you it's sadness, but I do respect your position on those things as well. Salute to you for that as well. Shout out to David for the night. It was a great laugh with David Ruffin. I call him my cousin.
Hey, that was good.
I just want to leave on a note that it's all about approach, man. It's all about how you approach the situation. No matter what situation it is, no matter what the circumstances is, when you walk up to anything, it's all about how you approach it. You could approach it with the intentions of trying to figure out what it is and how to handle it, or you can approach it with your mind made up already. So, you know, that's it.
Yes, sir.
Well, all I'm gonna say is the night was one of those good nights, and I want to tell everybody good night, and good night.
God bless.
it's like I agree with what Bell's saying, but I also feel like
this is the first time.
yeah, I agree.
Bell, you need the hand clap.
No.
Reese literally agree with you.
It's gonna be some difference. It's gonna be a little difference. You know what I'm saying?
See, we spoke too soon.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little difference. And see, when the question is posed, right? I gotta go back to the question: do an independent woman